Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Rez, and you guys are probably like scratching your head, like, "Yo, what day is it? What time is it right now?" I decided to do an extra bonus live stream this week. I know it's short notice. Sorry, I do apologize, guys, but I kind of wanted to be a little spontaneous and just kind of go talk about this topic that has recently just kind of surfaced from what I've been seeing around my radar here. So, um, I'm gonna be doing two lives. I'm going to be going live on my YouTube platform on my live stream, and I'm also going to be going live on my the group that I'm a part of, which is Kings of Throwbacks. So I'm gonna try and see if I could coordinate this properly. See if I could kind of get the ball rolling a little bit. But this is going to be a Jersey topic tonight. Uh, as you can see, this is episode 30. Just quick heads up, guys, for those of you who are wondering, I'm gonna get all this stuff out of my way before I go live on Kings as well. But um, for those of you who are wondering, I do these live streams every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's different topics every week. If you guys followed me on my last live stream that I did this past Wednesday on the comics and cards things, I did mention that I will not be going live next week. So I have some personal stuff, family stuff I need to take care of. So I will not be going live next week. However, I usually go live once a week, so I'm going live twice this week. So I guess you could consider this live stream tonight my live stream for next week. So, hope you guys tune in tonight. I think it's going to be a great topic. Looking forward to seeing, people pop in. Hopefully, I know it's kind of short notice. So, a lot of the regulars who typically tune in on Wednesdays might not know about this live. So, like with that being said, I kind of just want to go over some of my thoughts and opinions about this topic tonight. So let me try and go live real quick. In the group. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna try and go live on another platform on my phone while I go live. Well, I'm currently live here actually on my YouTube channel, but it's gonna be kind of hard trying to stream through two different. I don't know where the live button is here. I don't see it on the group that I'm a part of on. Something must have changed because I don't. Oh, here we go. Let's see. State. Bear with me, guys. Sorry, I'm like super quiet right now. I see two people in here, so shout outs to whoever the two people, three people now who are in here. Welcome. We will get to the topic shortly. I'm just trying to get this viewership going on here. Um, all right. Just hit this button. I'm gonna try to have this here. Yo, what up? What up? Sixburg64s, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in tonight. So, if you guys, I am currently live on two platforms right now. I'm live on my YouTube, and I am currently live here on Kings. So, I'm gonna try and get some more members who want to be a part of this chat tonight. So, I'm gonna tag some heads, see if I can get some people to chime in, and we shall see. If anybody wants to tune in and talk about tonight's topic, because I think this is going to be a good topic. I think. assuming everybody is you know, cooperating and doing all that stuff, being respectful. Snap. Hold up. Hey, all right, tag. All right. I think that's a good amount of people I tagged. Um, so tonight's topic, I'm gonna kind of talk, and if anybody wants to hop on, feel free to. You know what I'm saying? I am using both platforms right now to go live because I usually talk about this stuff on my YouTube channel and also here on Kings. So shout outs to everybody on Kings. I know I haven't been live on Kings in a while, so if you guys want to join the chat, I could have up to 4 people here on the Kings chat, and then I could have up to 6 people or 5 people, I should say, on the YouTube um, chat. But all right, guys. So tonight, man, I've seen a lot of stuff kind of floating around about everybody's thoughts and opinions on this whole thing that happened recently with Mitchell and Ness and Fanatics and Jay-Z, and also with some recent collabs that have surfaced the Mitchell and Ness and Jersey market. So, I kind of want to first share my thoughts, and first I'm going to kind of explain to you the scenario for those of you who are wondering. If you don't know what it's about, I'll read this article to you and kind of go over some things. But I definitely want to I want to break down this topic as uh constructively as possible, and I want to try and have a civil conversation without people trying to bash one another because of their opinion on this subject matter. I really want this to be a very, in-depth um and civil conversation. So I'm just going to start it off by talking about this and kind of just going over some things, about this topic, man. So this article that a good Jersey head and friend of mine sent me, um, basically the headline says sports apparel firm Fanatics buys Mitchell and Ness with Jay-Z and other celebrities. So, I was reading the comments because I saw a lot of posts floating around Kings and of course the Jersey community, and it was one of those things that was very the response was very negative. Like, it wasn't very positive. The tone of it was like, I'm not surprised. This is it's kind of shit. What do you expect, from a company like Mitchell and Ness? And I've heard, a lot of numerous people's thoughts about it. And um it's one of those things where I understand, like, from a business perspective, the company's got to do what they got to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? And I think Mitchell and Ness has gone it's gotten to a point now where it's not your mom and pop shop anymore. I think we all know this. For people who have rocked with Mitchell and Ness, as early as like the 2000s eras, to following it up to this point now with the whole thing. It's one of those things where you have to really try and understand, like, the bit as a business mogul or a business model, you have to understand what's best for the business. First things first. Yes, it is Mitchell and Ness is known as a nostalgia company. It's supposed to be one of those brands that's supposed to give that nostalgic feeling. But for people like us who have rocked with them, we know that's not the case. We know that's not the mission statement. And they could give a flying fuck about what what we spend our hard-earned money on and what we do with it. But I see people who bash it and just say, if like they're fucking dead, they're never gonna go back to the way that they were. And you're probably right. I'm willing to bet my money on that they're probably never gonna go back to what they were before. But they gotta move with the times, you know. And I'm gonna do my best to read the comments because I do see people in here that are commenting tonight. How can we judge it when we don't know what they are trying to take it? It has not been made inauthentic. Oh, you guys are talking about the jersey I'm wearing. Yeah, so this is the swingman. I don't know if Nike's making an authentic in this, to be honest with you. I really hope they do, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I'm just like a lot of people. I like authentics over swingmans, but if this is the only option I'm gonna have, and I really want the jersey, I'm gonna go ahead and get the jersey. So I settled for the swingman on this topic tonight. But you know, just kind of going back, you know, so basically, Fanatics now is going to be. Damn, this article, sorry guys, it has so many ads, but it says here February 18th, US sports merchandise retailer Fanatics said on Friday, which is today, it had acquired 118-year-old Mitchell and Ness, known for its jersey replicas and streetwear, along with American rapper Jay-Z and other celebrities. So the deal values Mitchell and Ness at $250 million, according to sources familiar with the matter. The company pulled $350 million in sales and $70 million in profit last year, the sources said. Fanatics will own 75% of Mitchell and Ness, with the rest in the hands of the celebrity group that also comprises rapper Meek Mill, LeBron James, business partner Maverick Carter, and the D'Amelio family of TikTok fame, according to the sources. The move is the latest in a series of efforts by Fanatics to expand its business. The company last month purchased Topps trading cards and collectibles businesses for about $500 million, acquiring exclusive rights with Major League Baseball. So, you know, this article is just pretty much sums it up. You know, Mitchell Ness was founded in 1904. Has formed deals with several sports properties, including the NBA, the NFL, and the MLB. And you know, like I said, like I can't knock them for doing it. You know, I understand why they did it. It's a business module. You know, it's a business at the end of the day. And you know, I know a lot of us as OG collectors really try to hold on to that memory of when, you know, the company was really what defined its name, a nostalgic company. So, you know, it's one of those things where I respect I respect the decisions that they do. I might not agree with it all the time. Most of the time, I'd say like 9 times out of 10, I don't agree with it, but I respect it. And I feel like when people leave comments and they talk about this matter, I feel like they try. It almost sounds like they don't understand the process of why they're doing what they're doing. Sucks. I get it. You know, it really is not. It's not in the best interest of a collector like us, but a good friend of mine, Mighty Mouse fan, you know, I know you're in here, said, you know, that they're going to do what they have to do, you know, and if it has to get done a certain way, and if that's the only way the company's going to stay afloat, then, you know, by all means, that's what's going to happen. By the way, guys, this room is open. If you guys want to hop on, the link is in the description. And then here on Kings, if you want to send an invite, looks like I have invites here. My bad. I didn't mean to. My bad. I didn't even see those invitations. I'm sorry, guys. Let me let you guys hop on. So Neil, I saw your request to hop on. All right, looks like we have Neil. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man. Let me accept this invite with Albert. I know we could have 4 people on here. I'm gonna be reading comments from both the YouTube channel and on here. Yo, what up?
What up?
What up?
Hey. I'm gonna cuss. I don't care if you're on YouTube.
Do what you gotta do, man. This is, you know, do what you gotta do. I know I was prepared for this topic. I know there's gonna be some explicit language thrown around here, man, based on
not at all. Like, to me, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Who gives a fuck? Nobody. I don't care. The thing is funny. You know what's funny? Let me go on my rant, because I'm just gonna go on my rant. Because they keep putting Jay-Z's face, and everybody keeps saying Jay-Z bought Mitchell and Ness. No, he didn't, man. Fanatics, 75%. But they want to put Jay-Z's face because everybody know who Jay-Z is. So I got people, you know that Jay-Z bought Mitchell? No, he didn't buy Mitchell and Ness. The same way Jay-Z didn't own the Nets. He didn't own the Nets. He owned a little percentage of the Nets. And they make it seem like he's the big owner, the big dog, but he's not. He's just the fucking face. That's one thing. And you guys already remember. I saw Mighty's. Go watch Mighty's fan video. I saw his whole video. And yeah, Mitchell and Ness made him a Jay-Z jersey. But you guys got to remember, Jay-Z killed the jersey trend when he was out. He's the one that killed it. He's the one that said no more jerseys. I'm 40 plus, button downs and all that bullshit. He's the one that killed the Mitchell and Ness. Now he's part owner. Well, not part owner. I say he's like
quarter owner. Quarter owner.
Not even a quarter. I think he's just a name that they're just throwing out there because it's cool that Meek Mills is from Philadelphia. What the fuck Meek Mills has to do with Mitchell and Ness at all? Just because he's from Philadelphia. Shit, to me, it's just a strategy move. Fanatics owns a lot, like the biggest percentage of them all. But let's throw some cool names out there. Let's throw somebody from Philly out there. Let's throw somebody, Jay-Z. All the kids love Jay-Z. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And then they said LeBron James, like, no. They said a company that's associated that works with LeBron James, but not LeBron James, but they want to throw that shit out there. Yeah. My thing is, bro, who cares? Doesn't matter. How many times have Mitchell and Ness been passed around like a fucking Budaki, like they're running a train on the Mitchell and Ness brand? Yeah. That's Peter's baby. That's Peter's baby. He moved on because he wanted to move on. He's like, here we go. This is my baby. Take care of it. And he grew, and then Mitchell and Ness just fucking put a silver spoon in that baby's face. And it's been passed around. How many times? But now it's a bigger deal. It doesn't matter. And I don't think nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same bullshit. It's going to continue and continue and continue. You're still going to get your swingmans. You're still going to get your fashion jerseys. You're still going to get your authentics. It's just passed on to somebody else. If they do things better, that's dope. But I'm not going to set any kind of bar without having any information. I get it. Why are people shitting on that idea already? They're already shitting on it.
Right.
You know, for like what you said, you have no information. You don't know where they're going to move the company. You don't know what they're going to do with it. Maybe it's going to stay exactly the same. But to have people just, fuck, shit, that's it, Mitchell and Ness is done. I'm like, bruh, you think Mitchell and Ness moved to a new store in Philadelphia to just go down to the shithole? No, man. It's just my bad. I'm sorry. I gotta get it out of my system.
It's good, bro. No,
I'm reading, sure. And then I'm sorry, on Kings of Throw. I love everybody on Kings of Throwbacks. If you see somebody post the Mitchell and Ness got sold, we got 30 people saying the same. Yo, Mitchell and Ness got sold. Mitchell and Ness. Watch the thread, man. Like, I understand people are trying to give that information out, but I had to delete at least 15 to 17 posts of the same article. I only deleted it because it was flooding Kings of Throwback. So no disrespect to anybody, just letting you know. I just feel like we're complaining about shit that we have nothing to do with, even though, like I said, we're the consumers. But at the end of the day, it's not affecting any of our pockets. All we have is opinions, like we all have assholes. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just one of those things. I don't think Mitchell and Ness is gonna suddenly become, the Peter years, and I don't think they're suddenly just gonna like go to shit. I think they're just gonna stay boom, boom, boom where they at,
consistent.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. It's mine.
King Leo says it could be good, it could be the same. We should wait to find out. That's what he said. So
I just. Well, what are we waiting? There's nothing to wait for. What's gonna change? The jerseys are not suddenly going to be $200, $150 authentic, or they're going to be more expensive. That's the thing. And stuff like this don't happen overnight. No. You know what I'm saying? Like tomorrow, it's not going to be like, okay, everything's going to change. This probably takes a year and a half process to actually get the change moving, whatever they're going to do or whatever they're not going to do. But I agree with Mighty. I'd rather they need to fix that fucking website. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible. Everything's been exclusive and new release for years. There's jerseys that's been there for new release for
they have
years.
The out of stock stuff.
If it's out of stock, take it out the website. And how come when I go I'm going on a rant, bro. How come when I go to the filter and I put my size, I'm like, oh shit, they have 20, 80 jerseys my size. And then you click on the jersey and they're sold out in my size. Make that make sense. That website is horrible. You're absolutely right, Mighty. I gave you a thumbs up on your video. As soon as you said that, boom, thumbs up. That's the greatest thing. I think that's one of the greatest things that I was like, yo, I thought I was the only one.
No,
like that.
Sure.
I'm gonna breathe and let y'all do your thing. I think my final thought, yo, I don't think it doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. We're not getting rich from it. We're making them rich from this information. We're talking about it because we're Jersey heads, obviously. And people are quick to say, yo, that's shit. That's it. They're done. But people that are saying that, like, that to me, that's bananas. That's crazy to me. At the end of the day, like, you don't know what the hell's going to happen. Either it's going to be great, or it's going to go to shit, or it's just going to stay the same. In my opinion, it's just going to stay the same. I think you're just going to see more jerseys on Fanatics than you see on the website.
On a positive note, I will say this: at least Fanatics, occasionally they'll have like the 25% off, 30% off sales. So hopefully that's something good.
Like sales all the time,
and
maybe because they have overstock, but it's like when the Mitchell Ness page, the website has a sale, more than half the site's excluded. When Fanatics has a sale, just about the whole site is included. You might have a few things here and there that aren't, but you can get just about anything on sale. Mitchell Ness's site has a sale. It's why even bother? There's like 5 things on sale. The rest is just excluded, out of stock, new release. Like, I mean, that's like, honestly, if I'm Fanatics and whoever bought, that's the first order of business. Change the freaking website. That website's been a disaster for years. Change it, do it better. Okay?
Service.
Second of all, when I saw this news today, I honestly just went, oh no, because I knew it was going to happen. And here comes it's the usual suspects. They're always hating. They're gonna hate. The usual suspects that are, hey, but it's going to be the same. There's like no. I don't think there's anything that Mitchell and Ness could have done, whoever they sold to. It's just because it's Fanatics. I guess people are in their feelings with Fanatics. It is what it is. Fanatics wants to rule the sports world. They're buying everything.
They bought tops.
Right? And
they got money.
Here's the thing. I remember when they got lids, and everyone was
customer
upset.
Service is trash.
Oh, this is going to change everything. I go to lids. I don't even think of Fanatics when I go to the lid stores. I can still get my discount. I can still get the hats that now look, I mean, if I have to get other teams, I have to get online, I have to get something sell out quick or whatever. But there's always, I can get sales, I can get deals, I can go to my stores, I get a deal there. You don't need the card anymore. You just basically give them your email address or phone number. They give you the deal. Now, I don't know what it is at other places with lids, but the biggest problem was, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and honestly, it's been a non-event. It's been all right. They have the Fanatics umbrella, but Lids has actually done really good things in recent years. They're the stuff that they're pumping out now is better than the stuff they were pumping out years ago. So the one
thing I loved about Lids, they did have like different kind of jerseys too back in the day at different prices.
The site wise, they became too much. Like that became the Fanatics site, which I will agree that was the one thing that did suck because they had a lot of, when they weren't on the umbrella. But I mean, as far as the overall experience with Lids, did my experience get worse when Fanatics took over Lids and in store? No, it didn't. And I enjoy my time at Lids now more than ever with all the variety of stuff that they've been putting out. I mean, I don't like the fact that some of the hat prices are going up to like $50 or whatever, but and that just comes with the time. Things go up every year. Well, when it comes to Fanatics buying Mitchell and Ness, I don't think this changes Mitchell and Ness. I don't think that they're going to stop creating, and I know people are upset because they don't make enough Fanatics and whatever, but I think that in a way, this might even increase the chance maybe they do more Authentics. Fanatics is a huge company. And you talk about the stock of stuff.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but the people that are saying we need more Authentics, but these people that scream that we more, I don't see them buying Authentics. Like, they're available right now. How come you're not buying them?
Because they want a deal. They want a deal. That's why they want it on sale.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, drop the dough. You want Authentics? Like, I don't look eye to eye when it comes to this subject. I forgot his name. The Dodgers fan that has an opinion. James King? James goes all out. Like, he was trolling all day. I got hit up like, yo, who the hell is this James guy? I get it, James. I think James, this was the "I told you so" moment, which I don't think is an "I told you so" moment because it is what it is. This deal doesn't happen like, hey, Fanatics didn't call Mitchell and Ness today and say, hey, you want to have a deal? All right, cool. You want to sell? All right, cool. Boom. It happened today. No, this shit takes months, maybe years for the process to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to dot their I's, lawyers, all this stuff. This shit takes months and months of a process. This shit didn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to say that just because we buy swingmans and fashion jerseys and the dream line, the dreamer, whatever line the sold out, line, that's the reason Fanatics, this should be celebrated. Like, James, like, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, that this was like the ha-ha, I told you moment. But at the end of the day, stuff like this takes months, maybe years for everybody, for lawyers and dots and contracts and all this stuff to happen. But my thing, all these people that are complaining about Authentics, bro, these are the same people that scream Authentics are the people that are not even buying the products. Like, buy the product. They're not going to be like, all right, cool, man. You like, you know what I'm saying? You're part of the solution. Like, you want really authentic because you're about that authentic life. Some people want Authentics, but they don't want authentic prices. You know, they don't want to pay the authentic prices. So they complain about swingman. I don't want to put this about swingman. They complain about swingmans because they're cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
Can I
understand? But I thought people got used to the $300 mark, and they're starting to get higher. You start to creep with the $325, and then I'm like, they're creeping a little higher now.
Can I?
$375. That's ridiculous.
I want to. If I could talk about this real quick, because I want to get my thoughts out there about this collab recently with Mitchell and Ness. The J. Cole Dreamer collab. I know a lot of people were bashing it, and Kings, I saw it. Be entitled to your opinion, but all I ask is, if you're gonna critique something, at least know about what you're critiquing. That's all I'm asking. You could have your opinion. You could say it is trash. I like Cole, but this is trash. You know, whatever. But like, for people to just bash something and not know anything about it is just ignorant, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. That's what I feel like. I'm actually.
I'm sorry, if it's so trash, that thing sold out like this.
Right.
Over $375 is so trash that it's sold out like this. And I'm not knocking it. Yeah, some of the shit looks dope if you're a J. Cole fan, but the shit moves units. They don't give a fuck about your opinion that is trash because they're like, it's so trash. Look, we sold out. We're done. It's already on eBay for $600.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And so, like, I'm one of those people where I'm kind of caught in between because, like, as you all know, I do own a fashion jersey from Mitchell and Ness. And I like that jersey. A lot of people don't like it, which is totally fine. But what I don't like about it is when people start, like you mentioned, like jersey shaming the person who wants to wear what they want to wear. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope. Some people think it's whack. Okay, that's fine. But don't make it seem like one is better than the other. Because I feel like every time we have these conversations or every time I post something, whether it be a fashion jersey, if it's not of a player who actually wore the jerseys, and, Roberto said this best, jerseys are not intended, they're not catering to just one demographic of jersey heads. This pertains to everybody. You look at the floral Pippen jerseys, you look at the Thunder Orlando Magic jerseys or whatever, that shit sells out. It sells units. Why do you think Mitchell and Ness makes it? Because it sells. You know what I'm saying? We think it's trash. I think it's trash, but I respect it as from a business standpoint. They're doing something right. Otherwise, if Peter Capolino just stuck to Authentics, and that's what he wanted to do when he was owning Mitchell and Ness probably wouldn't even be around anymore. They had to reframe the business model of Mitchell and Ness. That's why they started offering the swingman line. You think your average person is going to spend $375 on a jersey? Fuck no. They don't care. They don't want the jersey, whether it's swingman, whether it's stitched, whether it's heat press. They don't care. As long as they get the jersey for an affordable price, that's what they're going to do 9 times out of 10. But we're that 1 out of 10 where we're like, nah, we really look at the details. We're the minority. So, like, I hate it when people just bash it, where they say, like, nah, fuck that. That's what hype beasts wear, blah, 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 and all this shit type of shit. It's like, bro, like, I like the aspect of the jersey game that has variety, but I respect it more when the community respects it and stays in their lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to buy it, then don't buy it. If you want to buy it, buy it. But don't make yourself seem like you're better than the other person because they choose to buy swingmans. They choose to rock floral jerseys. They choose to rock collab jerseys. Like, that's what I hate. Like, it's one of those things that like pisses me off. And it's like, that's not what that's not why you created Kings. 110%. That's not why. And we shouldn't have to feel like, oh, we're going to get backlash if we post this because it's a swingman jersey. Oh, we're going to get backlash if we post this because it's a collab jersey and it wasn't an actual jersey that a player wore or whatever. You know, like, you know how many freaking fashion collab jerseys have been out already from Mitchell and Ness? And every time I see somebody post something, there's always at least one person that bashes it like they're better than that person. Like, oh, you'll never catch me dead wearing that piece of shit. Like,
you know what's one thing I don't understand? Like, why nobody shit on the legacy NFL jersey? Everybody shits just on the NBA swingman. That's it. I don't see nobody shitting on NFL legacy jerseys at all. Like, it's basically the same shit. Like, it's not, they're making players that they're not making in Authentics in a swingman version of the NFL. No, everybody posted, oh, that's dope, that's fire, boom, boom, boom. Somebody posts a fucking swingman. They see that little swingman thing. I was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's in your heart? That like, oh, I gotta tell them. I'm like, bro, like what people eat don't make you shit. I love saying that. What I eat doesn't make Rez shit. That's all I'm saying, bro. If it bothers you if it irks you that bad, you're like, go for a jog. Like, use that energy somewhere else, man. That's crazy. Legacy is the same shit. It's the same shit. But something about the NBA swingman, it's fucking, yo.
I mean, I understand the trepidation. I'm sure there's people who have had bad experience with Fanatics, and it is what it is. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm not really expecting it to be much different. I don't think Mitchell and Ness is going to change overnight and be just put out a bunch of Fanatic jerseys instead of their own jerseys. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that in a way I could see where there could be negative, but I also see the positive. Like I said, I mentioned the website, but also maybe more stores get open. Maybe there's more availability for people to get the stuff. And the fact is, let's face it, whenever we want to get Mitchell and Ness jerseys on sale, where do we go? Fanatics. You know, Mitchell and Ness, half the site's not on sale. We go to Fanatics because we know we can get it there. It's on sale
this whole week. Anybody got Fanatic codes?
Yeah.
Like, that's all
every time you buy something from Fanatics, there's 20% off. So I don't know. I'm willing to let this thing play out. If they, and in my opinion, my ultimate opinion is, if they're making things that I don't have interest in, I'll just go custom route. I'll just find the old stuff. I don't need this one source to do this. There's too many other ways of getting this stuff. And like I said in my YouTube vid, every day I'm putting different items in my cart on eBay or in my watch list or here or there. There's too much out there. I can't just say, all right, I'm just going to focus on Mitchell and Ness. They have to do this for me. They have to come out with this and this and this. I can just go custom route. I can hit up Rafal or Mac and say, hey, let's get this done. All right. I mean, it's like, all right, if we're going to worry about that much, what's to worry about?
Neil said on that, like, it's, you like, so I'll talk about two things, guys, if it's cool. I kind of hopped in. Yeah, I kind of hopped in when you, nobody appreciates me.
Nah, it's not that. Not even, man.
All right, guys. Anyways, all right. So, like about the whole swingman and authentic thing, I don't comment on the shit anymore, dude. Like at all. And like right now, what I'm saying right now is the last thing I'm ever going to talk about that whole swingman authentic thing, because if you put gasoline in a fire, the fire is always going to burn. So all the guys that are like the heavy hitters in the group, just doing the shit. Also, too, like one thing could be like, so I think every group on Facebook should be, as long as it's not discriminating, obviously for sex, religion, gender, etc., right? Race. You should be able to speak what you like, with exception to bashing or hateful comments. Hateful comments don't have to be race, gender, or religion. Hateful comments could be bashing. If the bashing is getting a problem, and again, I'm not an admin. It's just a thought. Not even a recommendation. Maybe just start banning people. You talk shit, you're out. If you post, let's say, Rez posts fucking what should say, like makes a post about Neil, talking shit about Neil directly, like, dog, you're out. Like, if you have a problem with him, hit him up directly. That's not what this is about. Like, it's about support. This is about being a community, right? I mean, you can't really be a community if people are. And again, dude, it's not the guys. It's not the guys that contribute. It's always the non-contributors are the ones that talking shit. So again, do you really just like want non-contributors in a group who are just going to sit there and talk shit one, or at the second worst case scenario, just talk all the sales so they can make fucking profit off it, and then kind of like take away from the guys who do want the shit. Now, with that, is there anything wrong with buying an extra to recruit funds? I don't think there is. Is there anything extra buying one in case one of your friends wants one? No. But we got guys clearing out all the fucking 44 Michelin. That's a hot size. MLB Authentics as well. We got all the guys clearing out the fucking 48s in the Nike NBA Authentics, because that's the ones that sell. Like, dude, like, come on. So that's what that. Now this whole and guys, just in advance, I really appreciate you for letting me go in detail these two subjects. So the second one, man, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, and you kind of get the feeling. And again, it's not just Kings or not just the Jersey community, but it's people in general, man. Especially on social media, people need to bitch about something, and they need to feel up. Dude, like, this dog's pissing me the fuck off. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I'm a cat guy.
Breathe.
Good, you're good, man.
No, dude, I'm like a cat guy, but like my cat's by my mom's crib, so the dog's also here. Was I talking about the Michelin NESS thing? Like, dude, like, how many people posted about this shit? Like 15 different posts about the same things. Like, dog, we got it after the first time. Like, that's when people don't. Two things: one, they don't like contribute to the group because they're not following it, and two, dude, like, you can't be a bitch and a beggar. Like, everyone's complaining about Michelin NESS's quality, especially of their site, their returns, their customer service. On Fanatics, it's fucking seamless. Dude, and some people don't abuse it to abuse it, because they didn't like go the way with flipping, but some people like are really picky, right? Okay, this Michelin NESS had, an eighth of an inch smaller than it should be. This one had a slight crease in the number. My NBA Authentic had a thread that was hanging. That's like, dude, come on, man. You can't return shit for that, man. Of course you're going to get banned from the site, But, like, yeah, could this go really bad for Michelin NESS mainline? It can, but guys, I don't know about you, but if I'm buying something for $250 million, I'm doing everything in my motherfucking power to make sure it doesn't fail.
Yeah.
And again,
you're buying the name. That's what you're buying. The name.
Yeah. So exactly. So once that name fails because of you, also your profits fail, and now you're gonna have to shut that down. So it's a $250 million loss if they don't do it right. Now let's say if like how Adidas Michelin NESS and the other company, now we can start to see it down a different trend. But with Fanatics buying it, it all depends about who's going to be running it. If they're going to be running it like they run their regular Fanatics site, in terms of the straight jerseys and transactions, it's going to be better because Michelin NESS, dude, how many people complain that they never got a refund from Michelin NESS? You can't even do a fucking proper product search on there, dude. Hey, exactly, the king. And you can't even do a fucking product search on there, dude. And if they sold their company for $250 million, that means their site's doing something right. I mean, I'm sorry, their product is doing something right. But you can't spend a fucking extra, like 3% of your profit margin to get your site right, so people could actually be like more adept at wanting to buy from you instead of having to go into directly to Fanatics. So Fanatics' eyes. And like in my eyes, when I'm thinking about it, it makes sense for Fanatics to buy it Because like, fuck it, they're doing it wrong. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna spend money. We're gonna quadruple that money we put into it. And again, you can't do that unless you do things right. Now, in terms of the actual jerseys themselves, I mean, guys, they have at least like 3,000 jerseys on their sites between Nike, Adidas, and Mitchell & Ness right now. You know, Puma, you know, they got soccer, man. They even got fucking video game jerseys on there. You know, so they're gonna be able to have risk. And I'm not trying to stick up for you know, Fanatics. I'm just trying to think like in a different light. Because when I first seen it, I'm like, well, there goes Mitchell & Ness. I'm just doing, you know, I'm just gonna be doing the current offensics and, you know, hunting for whatever I can on eBay, Mercari, etc. But then I thought about it. I'm like, dude, like Mitchell & Ness goes on sale like what, once a month, once every 6 weeks. Fucking Fanatics every other day is a 30% off sale. That's better for us. That's fucking better for us.
Hey, Luca, I don't mean to cut you off, but somebody just said, I hope the quality is good. Do you, like, this is what I don't understand. Everybody's jumping the gun. Like, just because Fanatics bought it, do you think they're going to change factories and materials?
No, exactly.
They're buying the name. They probably keep the same factories, keep that ball rolling, because it's going to take more money, more investment if they want to try to move this to the USA, try to get another company. And like, why do that? Like, it's not, I don't think it's going to change at all. I don't think Fanatics is going to be like, all right, we're going to open a USA, spend more money. Like when you already got the formula over there, I'm just buying the company. Now you just keep doing what you're doing, but the profits are going to come my way.
Most of the time when companies are bought, dude, when companies are bought over or acquired, most of the time they like in the contract they have that like the current employee, like especially the corporate and the higher up guys and the CEOs and etc. Most of the time they stay on in the contract as part of being bought out, that they stay on for 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. Because obviously they bought it for a reason, you know. Now let's say Mitchell & Ness is going under and they bought it for $50 million. It's probably not gonna be that. They're probably gonna clean house, right?
You think you're gonna go to Mitchell & Ness store tomorrow? They're gonna fire everybody, all the employees, because Fanatics.
Of course not.
Well, and I saw just now. I saw the comment.
Some people, yeah, in the corporate, some people are going to be losing their jobs because they're going to be replaced with Fanatics people who are going to be able to oversee Fanatics department and the acquired Mitchell & Ness. Yes, so a couple of people will. But like you said,
of course. I'm talking about like the Mitchell & Ness store. Like you're not going to store.
This is all speculation, but I just saw a comment come up. Oh, the Fanatic branded jerseys are horrible. I don't think they're not making Fanatic branded jerseys with Mitchell & Ness.
No,
that's not going to happen. At least in my opinion, it would be really
Mitchell
cool
& Ness
for them to do that. That's not going to happen.
Dude, I could.
Like I'll give the example again. It's like Fanatics took over Lids. When you go to Lids, you don't see nothing but Fanatic hats there. It's New Era. It's all the same stuff that they always sold there. It's just it's part of the umbrella. And, you know, so it would be, again, who knows? We don't have the crystal ball. But it would be foolish of them to take the product, the Mitchell & Ness, you know, that people come to expect with the authentic and swings or whatever, and do nothing but Fanatics branded stuff with that. That they would lose money. And why would Mitchell & Ness want to fit? There's just no way.
Again, dude, if people are bitching that Mitchell & Ness Swingmans and Legacy are so fucking cheap quality, and they're also bitching about Fanatics quality is so fucking cheap, you're bitching about the same thing. It's just, dude, like, in your eyes, you're still gonna get shit fucking quality. Why the fuck do you care? You know, like, if you're like the Jersey Leaders and you're buying authentics, you don't fucking care anyways because you're not buying the low budget jerseys. Now, here's the thing that, and again, guys, and whoever's watching, if somebody commented, I'm not trying to offend anybody by all means. I know I could be direct. I know I could be more to the aggressive side with my words, and I hope I'm not coming off as condescending or putting anybody down. But these are really like borderline, like simple-minded thoughts. It's like when your girlfriend says, "Oh, I think we should have space." Don't go jumping to conclusions like, "Because we're never seeing each other again." She's cheating on me. No, man. It's probably just like maybe she's going on with too much with her life. Maybe she's, having some health issues that she's not right now comfortable telling you about. There's other things that are possibilities. You know, man. It's the same thing with this, guys. Mitchell and Ness does not make current fucking jerseys. Fanatics, the only reason why Fanatics is making NHL jerseys, Adidas owns the rights to make current NHL jerseys. They're their supplier. So what happened, the quality of materials changed, right? When it was the Reebok Edges, made in Canada was what the players wear. Then you had the Indonesian Edge. They're almost like the ones the players wear, but the made in Indonesia still had legitimate authentic tackle twill, still had a thigh strap. They were missing the elbow reinforcement, some very minor small things. And then you had the Premier. All right. Premier was bad, like cheap single layer dyed vinyl twill. All right. Had a jack tag on the front, et cetera, et cetera. So guys, now the Adidas, they use the retail Adidas Authentics, which are made in Indonesia still. They don't use tackle twill anymore. All right. They use that, again, single layer dyed vinyl twill. But at the same time, the retail Authentics for the edges were like around $300. The current retail Authentics for Adidas are like $220, $250. So what they did, obviously, is they used that old stock and, again, kept the same factories. You know, Adidas owns Reebok anyways. All right? So why, again, like Albert said, which is 100% correct, why the fuck would they invest into all new everything if they don't have to? They're going to be spending money for nothing if they're going to get the same money in return. So the cutting corners, the average fan doesn't care who's buying it. And again, retail Authentics are made to wear. Player Authentics are made to wear in the game. So they don't have to worry about a jersey getting ripped or torn or destroyed in a game if it's a retail Authentic. Okay, so that's saying Adidas sold Reebok. Okay, you know, thanks for the update. I appreciate it. But, you know, like, so that's that, guys. Now, Mitchell & Ness does not make current NBA jerseys. They have some current NBA players like LeBron James and Kevin Durant, right? But they cannot make the fucking Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant authentic, and they will never be able to because Nike owns those rights, and Nike will never give them up, man, until it goes to another supplier. So when we look at all of this as a whole, guys, from top to bottom, and especially like us four in this room, we're really into jerseys, you know, Neil and Snacks, you guys got a lot of fucking experience. So you guys seen everything pretty much for the last, 15 to 20 years? How it changed, acquisitions, company mergers, leagues switching companies, different designs, different materials. You guys seen it all.
Me too.
I took a break on it. Yeah, Red too, I'm sure. You know, yeah. I didn't know like exactly your full history, but okay, all right. So Red too, like guys, I did in the 90s to the early 2000s. Then I started finding and I got out of it. And then recently, like last 5 or 6 years, I hopped back on. But now doing all the research, I can see again. And I think just go with the flow, guys. If it gets that bad, fuck it. Either one, like, all right. And again, with this whole like swingman bitching fest going on, dude, like. And if Mitchell & Ness completely messes it up and all you buy is Mitchell & Ness and you like authentic jerseys, get a new fucking hobby. I'm sorry, guys. This is a hobby. You know, for some people, this is a business. If you're a true businessman, you will adjust. And you will find a way to make it work. If it's not for you, start coloring books or collecting stamps or something, dude. It's cool, man. I had hobbies too. I had to give up my action figure hobby because I had too fucking many to sit here. And I can't have a jersey collection, comic book collection, fashion collection, a clothes collection. Yes, yeah. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Ninja Turtle too. Because he's purple. You know, so guys, I have a couple action figures I still collect. If a new one comes out, I really want to get it. And that's it, man. Same thing with the bobbleheads. Dude, I had like 85 to 100 bobbleheads on the boxes that took up one wall in my bedroom. I got rid of them. If the hobby's not for you anymore, get what you can find. I still like this Mitchell & Ness jersey. I found an email and a copy. Good for you, man. More power to you. Awesome. Showing the group. I'm sure everybody's going to love it. But if it's not for you, shut the fuck up. Let the rest of us enjoy it.
Preach. I love it.
I think, you know, shout out to Luca. I appreciate those words, man. Bro, like, one thing that's coming out of all of this, for me personally, at least we have a face to put behind the brand. Because for Fanatics, I don't know who the hell ran fucking Mitchell & Ness. I don't think never competing
Germany.
At least Peter was a face. He was out there promoting, shaking hands, kissing babies. After that, complete mystery who the hell was running it. I already know Roberto's about to be like, well, technically in 2014, Mitchell Ness. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't know anybody that's behind the brand. If I have a problem, I'm hitting up Rockefeller, Jay-Z, Mick Niels, and everybody that's involved in Fanatics. At least I know, yo, Fanatics is to blame. Jay-Z is to blame. Mick Niels is to blame. The company that's associated with LeBron James is to blame. So at least we know we could be like, yo, fuck Fanatics. Now we can't just say fuck Mitchell and Ness. If I knew the guy that ran Mitchell and Ness, I'll be like, fuck fucking fucking Jonathan Smith, whatever his fucking name is. So I'm happy that at least we have a face behind the brand. And if this is affecting you, like, you're right, Luca. This needs to, like, you need another hobby. If you're at home right now and you can't sleep because how the fuck Fanatic, Mitchell Ness, what the fuck? Bro, keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving, bro. It's dope information. We're Jersey heads. We have to talk about this stuff.
This is
getting involved that it ruins your experience as a Jersey head. That's fucking bananas. Mighty's preaching it. Like, bro, there's other venues. There's Nike. There's Adidas. There's True Custom. There's Mac. There's Sergio. The doctor guy. I never messed with him, but he seems very cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we just don't wear Nikes, right? We wear Adidas, Pumas, Reebok.
You know what? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, it's like one of those things too where I feel like this topic of conversation, like swingmans or authentics or whatever, and collab jerseys, it almost feels now like it's like the sneaker game where they're, you know, how like it's becoming cutthroat, like, you know, fuck the swingman people, fuck the swing boys, fuck the collab hype beast. Like,
I gotta cut you off, Rez, because Luca's right. It's always the people that are not truly part of this community that come in here. Let me start some shit real quick, and let me just step back and enjoy the ride. Because when it comes to, like, the kings of throwback people that are constantly posting, liking, always like showing love, always posting jerseys. Those are not the people that are sitting there like, yo, fuck these motherfuckers. And it's always like, who the hell? I've never seen this person. I click on the name, and they just became a member like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, okay, now you're in here starting to. I'm glad that you're here, part of the community, and all that stuff. That's dope. On a side note, the people that keep posting things for sale and they wondering why they shit getting deleted. If you watch my live and you're part of the community, you know that you're not just gonna be here for a week and start selling shit without being part of this community. You could be selling the most grails of all grails, the most authentic jerseys of all most authentic. You could be the most reliable, most known seller in history. But if you're not part of this community, you haven't put in work. You haven't really be part of the Kings. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna come in here and start fucking posting mad shit for sale, and I click on your name and you just became a member 2 days ago and you have nothing to do with Kings. I'm sorry, that's my rant's over. I'm out.
No, we don't want you to leave, bro. But, oh, he left. What happened?
Damn it. Come back, Albert. You were saying
No,
this stuff, man.
I know that some people, I think Mac posted this too. You know, and again, we don't have the crystal ball. I mean, this could go up in flames. This could be the greatest thing since the Peter days with Mitchell and Ness. We don't know. But the thing is, at least with Fanatics, you do have a company that's a huge company that has seemingly endless funds. And there's a possibility of real growth. There's a possibility that Mitchell and Ness does do more authentic jerseys. Because now you have a company that's willing to back it. I mean, they have the money. They can do whatever it is that they feel like they want to do. Maybe Mitchell and Ness was handcuffed a bit to what they could have done or didn't do. So we'll have to see. Again, the proof is going to be down the road. We're not going to know. But here's the other thing to consider. Fanatics had pretty much already had Mitchell and Ness, right? They were pretty much already in bed together. They just didn't have the rings on the fingers yet, right? Because Where did you get all the Mitchell and Ness? Fanatics. You go to Lids, they have Mitchell and Ness hats that are exclusive to Lids. For years they've done this. You couldn't get these hats at Mitchell. You can't get them on the Mitchell and Ness site, the store. They're at Lids. Lids is owned by Fanatics.
Hey James,
So,
if you want to hop on, there's a
official.
space here if you want to hop on, because Albert just left. So I'm reading some of the comments. So is there room for my voice? Yeah, absolutely. There's another spot. So if you want to hop on, just send an invite, James, and we could hear your perspective of things. So
hey, they're asking where we're all from. You guys want to do a roll call real quick?
yeah, I was gonna respond, but it wasn't letting me hit the respond. But yeah, I'm from the Bay Area, specifically San Jose, so California.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm from a suburb just outside Philadelphia.
And Albert is from
give that away.
Albert's from Connecticut. So all right, we got another guest hopping on. All right. Love the conversation so far, guys. This is a good conversation breaking down this topic tonight.
Hey, by the way, man, your Valentine's Day pic was awesome, man.
My what? My Valentine's Day pic?
Yeah, you post a picture of yourself on Valentine's Day with your girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I appreciate that, man. For sure.
No, we got big game on here.
What's up, James?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm driving right now, so it's like super dark, man. You know what I'm saying? So my
That's
bad,
all
guys.
good.
You guys hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Cool. Yeah, man. So I wish you kind of joined the conversation because I don't know if I personally fit the mold that Luke is describing and what Elber's describing. I think I participate in Kings quite a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I think I spend the majority of my time on it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I've been a positive contributor and, being a supportive member, the other member. But I am very vocal against really what Swingman is all about. And it's not about the Swingman product. And I can be patient and talk about this over and over again. Again, it's a fact. And basically what it does to the future market for other such as authentic. And that's really what it is. It's not about to each their own, everybody totally support each other for buying whatever you want with your own money. So I just got to get that pledge out. But I think what we saw today is a very clear indication of what's going on. You this Swingman market, how much we're being purchased, and pretty much what you see today with the acquisition of Mitchell and Ness by the Fanatic. You know what I'm saying? So today was actually kind of a day of reckoning. I had a lot of good time too, because it was just so ironic. I just had to make those posts. It was funny as hell. And I hopefully, kind of strikes the conversation like, what do you care about? Yes, like, I totally get it, man. Nobody's fucking losing sleep. If tonight, everybody going home, everybody's cool. It's just a fucking hobby. But I think for the sustainability and the longevity of the hobby, they need options. And when we have options, we as collectors win. And I made the point in Neil's live video. When we are pigeonholed and we are actually restricted with options, the producers. So I think the future is pretty much the way it is. They're going to reduce the amount of authentics. The options are going to become less and less. And that's just the way it is. And if people don't care about it, people don't care about it. It's okay, dude. The world is not coming to an end. So we got to strike the right balance and tone with this conversation too, is that, yes, we care about dirt. And we really do care about dirt. Some of us care about more than others. I think most people, I can speak for most teams, but we have a pretty healthy balance. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody's going overboard. And I think, just kind of a couple of thoughts as I've kind of streamed them together. In my interaction with a couple of members today, people still bringing up this whole point, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And I say it very respectfully, that's to each their own. Everybody knows that. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. So after we all kumbaya and we all agree with that, then what? How do we move the fucking needle forward as far as talking about where are we at? What can we do as a group? Which I think is pretty powerful, but nobody really talks about that. And then looking at the future as far as what kind of future do you want it to go for? And I think at some point, guys, I think I talked to other members too. I'm just going to give up too, man. Just it's too much work, bro. So I try to convey this kind of message to other people, try to sort of understand what the outcomes are.
like I get it, man. It's a hobby. Everybody here has a job and stuff like that. It's not my job to be here for like 24 hours trying to convince people either. So, you know, I'm self-assessing, trying to figure out like where I stand on this, right? And at the end of the day, we all have decisions we have. So those are kind of starting points. I just kind of put them on the table. You know, I think James, you know, well said, man. Also, too, I think a big part of what it is, man. Like right now, you know, specifically for like the basketball, football, and baseball, right? Soccer jerseys for soccer fans never go out of style. Hockey jerseys for hockey fans never go out of style. All right. For basketball, baseball, football, man, it looks like right now, the last like 3 or 4 years, let's say, like jerseys in general, man, across the board, are getting more into fashion, man. So again, like how many YouTube videos are there of people asking like other people what player you wearing on your back and they don't know, et cetera, et cetera. It's just a jersey, dude. I remember I was in I think I was with my girlfriend. It was 2 years ago, and it was a Foot Locker. It was like 4 girls in high school were there, and they each bought like a LeBron James jersey. Like, dude, like, they don't know anything about like basketball. I don't think like they know how LeBron James looks, you know. So, I think the whole swingman thing is going to die out whenever like something else comes on in terms of fashion, right? When something else comes on that's appealing to people. Now, so if we're looking to like let a couple go to get funds for the other jerseys that we want, it's going to suck for us. For flippers, it's going to suck bad. But at the same time, for like us 40 here and Albert and a lot of the guys in the room, not all, we're going to be in the game either way, right? So once this like jersey hype, we'll call it, goes down, right? It's going to be back to business. Dude, I remember 3 years ago, maybe it's like 3.5, I was at work. I was watching a Luke Robitaille purple jersey with size 48 center ice, which is like the, you know, like hardest one to get. Most people buy 52, 48 is probably the most expensive. It was the purple one with the shield, right? Called the coat of arms, not the one with the crown. You know, with the tie. Dude, like I couldn't afford more. My max bill was $80. Like I think it finished at like 89 or 90. Dude, that exact jersey now is like $250, $300, man. If you could find it. If you could fucking find it, man. You know? Right. So once this time comes around where it's like jersey phase passes, dude, I'm gonna be fucking happy, man. Because I'm not gonna go back on eBay and spend, you know, less than, you know, fifth of my paycheck on one jersey. Or more. Yeah, but that's why I think, but I'm gonna piggyback off of that too, right? Like in Neil's live and the last live that we had about Sweeman that Sunday 2 weeks ago, I think we made a point that we want to be a productive such that we provide solutions, options to the members, right? So if it's a cost issue, then we actually can teach each other, like, what are you going to look at, right? And at a better price. And then we can show them through examples so they can learn things. That makes us powerful. That makes us better. And I don't know, man, you call me idealistic, but I really think that we have so much more to offer as a group than when we try to tear each other apart by saying, oh, you know, Sweetman versus authentic. Dude, I said that last time. When we see that, like, community against community, they want. They fucking see us do this shit. They're like, oh, yeah, man, we got the divide. That's why I'm against it, dude. I'm like, we can read the fucking tea leaves and know what the manufacturers are doing. They want to split us. You know what I'm saying? Because when they split us, they get that money. So I'm saying, like, my goal for 2022 was that I think this was like late 2021. We're talking about, oh, what's your goals for like jersey collecting goals? I didn't have any players or like, you know, a particular thing that I want to get. My actual thing was that I'm actually going to be more vocal about speaking up about Sweetman. And I'm actually going to do more work to show people like, I don't know, like True Custom. You get what I'm saying? As an alternative option. And I hope that True Custom gets so much business that it's taking a dent out of something else that Sweetman would have taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that means a lot to me. It doesn't matter, bro. It sounds like I'm a fucking crusade and shit like that. No. It's good, man.
Not at all. No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a fuck because I think I do care about you. I want to collect jerseys 5-10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to open up the website and it's like fucking all Sweetmans and collabs. Maybe I want some diversity. Just make your fucking Sweetman and make some authentic. Why not? But they won't. We talk about limited resources.
So we get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, bro, I mean, I'm just betting too, bro. Nobody's happy. You know what I'm saying? And they won. They're so effective with their intervention, bro. They market cannibalized this shit to the max, bro. And look at it. Fucking yelling at women, fucking like attacking each other, be like, oh, what are you being mean to me because telling me what to spend my money. Nobody's fucking telling you. Anyway, man, that's my rant, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a great.
I don't have like a social media following, right? So I don't give a fuck, man. Like I can be.
No,
I lose viewers. I don't have any. I'm just a Jersey lover, and I fucking want to do this thing like as long as I can. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that the thing that I respect the most about you, James, is that you're a straight shooter and you tell it like it is, and you also back it up with viable evidence and proof to show that, man. The thing that I don't like seeing, and kind of I'm going to start ranting a little bit here, but the thing that I don't like seeing is when people will start to almost shame another person because they choose to buy a particular tier or whatever round of jerseys. Like I've seen it. I saw it today. I've been seeing it for a long time. And that's not what Kings was created for. You know what I mean? Like, go on Kings and look at like what Albert created when the group first started. He specifically said Kings is a place where everybody can come and show their jerseys without feeling like they're getting, shamed and fucking shat on. And that's what seems to be in the conversation. Like whenever I see like posts like, oh, what are your thoughts on this? Oh, this is coming out. People are saying like, oh, you're stupid if you buy this. Don't waste your money on this stupid trash and blah, blah, blah. And all sorts of crazy different things. While in reality, what they should be doing is saying, like, here's why I don't think that this is the best option. If you go this route, because some people are just not informed. If you're well informed, then leave that up to the person to make that decision. But don't be saying like,
1,000%.
Yeah, don't be like, oh, you're a piece of shit, or you're not even on my level because I rock with authentics or I only rock with vintage. I saw somebody say, I don't know how you guys somebody said, I don't understand how you guys still buy Mitchell and Ness when you could just buy vintage. It's like some of us can't fit in that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we don't buy it. You know what I mean? Like that's not always an option, even though vintage is like considered the original and close to,
But you take time and you explain to the other member, and I respond to the guy and I try to use a little bit of humor, like,
I saw that, yeah.
Middle-aged stomach. I cannot fit a fucking vintage. You know what I'm saying? Just to make people laugh, but also understand that that's not an option for me.
Yeah.
I need these sizes, sort of a contemporary sort of remake of these old jerseys because they make the size that I need.
Exactly.
I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe in Kings the way you do, Josh, which is that this is a special group. I've been in other groups and stuff like that. They're just vicious. And they're not cultural. There's no sense of culture. Like, we all can name one or two. You know what I'm saying? And guess what, man? It's like a toxic cycle where people just want to be vicious in their group. I don't see that in King. I think we have a lot of really positive foundation, a lot of just really passionate people, and a lot of good skill set. That's like a successful ingredient. You know what I'm saying? That's why it keeps us here doing what we love for so long. And most of us do this for like free. None of us getting paid, right? Yeah. And we're doing all these things. But the thing is that when a person's critical, and I know I could be talked about as like, oh shit, you're just a hater. And that's like an easy summary of what I'm saying. And I don't have a problem trying to explain myself over and over again, man. I'm not the hate about the female. It's what the female does. Okay. If somebody can find a better counter towards that and explain that to me that it's not a problem, no problem. I'll say, dude, buy all the swingmen is not a problem. But every time a swingman is being checked and cashed in by Mitchell and Ness and Nike, right? Yeah, you can already predict that out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a little bit more conversation to go over this stuff, but I agree with you on the building blocks. I think I'll leave with it. Why they call it market cannibalism? That when you're cannibalizing, you're eating your own people. This is what's happening in front of our eyes. Members eating members, collectors eating collectors and stuff like that. This is what's happening. That's what is so effective as far as the and they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, like we're gonna go interview Kings of Throwback and see what those members think. Ain't gonna happen. So,
yeah.
You know,
well said.
It's a pretty good therapy when I'm in traffic, man. But anyway,
Trust me, you know about that
James,
California
this is the
traffic,
thing,
James. It's bad.
and you're 100% right, dude. Like talking shit, but talking intelligent while disagreeing with somebody is two different things, man. Like when you disagree with somebody, dude, you have backing, you're courteous, you're respectful, and you say your piece, man. That's what's needed, man, because more people who might think like you or might have like an equally good opinion or thought or contribution might not have the same like willpower to do it, man. So what you're doing is
you don't really get that in social media, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, Luca? Like social media would just be one comment and they leave and you never see that person again. I don't think we have that in Key, right? You know what I'm saying? And you want to be a positive contributor. You know, like I genuinely want to disagree with people, but I want them to have the best interest. I've always said, man, personally speaking, every member in the community wants the best of the Why the fuck not? And I posed the question last time. If the Swing Man and the Authentics are the same exact price, will you still pick the Swing Man?
Yeah.
If you realize that as an experiment, we just asked that question. Then if the answer is not pick Authentic, then cool. Let's find out ways to improve that shit, to balance it out, to make advancement. That's positive, man, and that's doable. Again, man, you might think I'm a fucking idealistic crusader.
No, I think the opposite, man. I think you're the definition of a leader, not a follower, man. Because all these other guys, and again, disagreeing whether it's intelligent or not.
That's credit to my mentors, man. And Luca, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'll share this with you, man. Fucking Ron Jackson, man. He's not just a homie. You know what I'm saying? He taught me so much since those days from NLP all the way till now, right? And when Ron passed, it's not just heartbreak, but it's almost like we lost some weight. And it's not that we all look to Ron for this stuff. It's what he speak up. Speak up. And that's why I think when Ron passed in 2022 came about, I'm like, dude, you know what? Fuck it. I am going to speak up. I'm probably one of the oldest guys in the group. I'm just going to say shit. You know what I'm saying? If we not going to hurt the fucking hobby, somebody's got to stay, and I'm probably going to be myself. No, thing.
Dude, like I said, like, especially when it comes to disagreeing with somebody, when you disagree with somebody, and you're doing it intelligently with backing, with confidence like you do, again, this is the definition of a leader, man. Like, you show leadership qualities, dude. Now, the people that, I'm going to show you like a direct example, the people that go and say something, right, either about themselves or someone else. Oh, James is gone. They're following to see what the other person's going to say back. Because they're indulged at the end of the day in their own thing. With how James does stuff, dude, James is a leader, man. James is a role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been.
I know I'm in like the real minority with this way of thinking, but I almost feel like, for me as a collector, I feel it's better that Mitchell & Ness puts out Authentics at select times, and they do it in like maybe a 4 or 5 set thing. Because if they did nothing but Authentic, I would miss out on so much. I wouldn't be able to get things. They're always pumping these things out. How am I going to, maybe secondary markets, whatever, but the fact that it seems a little more exclusive. And I'm not saying just oversaturate with swings and this and that, but what I'm saying is it almost feels more special when they do some Authentics. And okay, maybe they put out like a 5-pack of football jerseys or basketball or baseball. Baseball. Hopefully, we have a baseball season, around the corner, and they're going to do some new stuff, right? And it's almost like, okay, well, this gives me more of a chance because there might be, out of that set of 5, there might be 2 or 3 that I really want to get, but I feel I'll be able to do it because they're not just hitting me every other week with all these Authentics. Boop, 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 just keep comes like a conveyor belt. And it's like, how the heck am I going to keep up with this thing? There's so many things I want to get. And,
it's all good, James.
And at those price points, I can't just go and 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 300, 300, 300. So I got to be a little more selective. And I mean, case in point, last year when they put out that Pedro Dodgers rookie, I went to the store and I was, I paid retail for it, but it was one I knew I had to have. Now, if they put out like 10 other jerseys with that. And it's like, I'm like, and now when I'm going, the eyes get like saucer plates. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? But I knew, okay, this is what I want to get, this jersey, and I grabbed it. And I did the same for when they put out the alternate, navy blue Carmelo Anthony Nuggets jersey. I knew that was one I wanted to get. And they put out like an Iverson. They did a few others at the same time. But it's like, okay, well, I know I can get this. And if they keep putting these things out all the time, like they did back in the Peter days, it's going to get tough. It's going to get even more tougher on my wallet, but it's going to get tough to be able to keep up with it, try to get the jerseys I want to get because there's so much of it, So there's that point of view also. It's like, okay, we all want authentics, and absolutely, and I know we have people in the group that want swings, but for the most majority, we want the authentics. But if they did pump them out, like oversaturate the way they do with the swingman stuff, it would get real tough. And I see it in the hack game. There's so much there, and I can't, and it hurts because it's a passion, and I don't want to be upset with my passion. I want to enjoy it. I want to keep enjoying it. Why do I have to feel frustrated all the time because I can't get this or this or this, So I do feel, though, there is a chance. And again, I don't have that crystal ball. I know I've said that a few times, but I do feel with Fanatics becoming the umbrella, like the corporate company behind it, the big boss, what have you, there might be more opportunity for them to put out more authentics with that. Because there's more fun, there's more money involved with this company to do that. And maybe there will be more growth in that, going forward. Whereas when they were controlled by a smaller company, maybe that was part of what was holding them back. I don't know. I don't work for them. I've never worked for them. I don't know the business end like that. I don't know the retail, business end because I've never worked in retail. But I'm just thinking, okay, well, here's a huge company taking them over or just putting their name to it. Maybe there's more room to grow in authentic form as well, not just swingman and the collabs, which I'm sure there'll be much more of. But maybe there is that room to grow with the authentic lines as well.
I don't mean to cut you off, Neil, but Jonathan, I saw your request and I saw Big John. I know you guys tried to add you guys in, and it's saying that you guys declined to join. So I'm not sure if there's technical difficulties. You might need to use your phone if you're trying to access it from a computer, because I'm using my phone right now. I know sometimes the Facebook Live gets a little tricky with trying to hop on, but try using your phone if you're using your phone, if you're using your laptop or tablet or something, and then I'll try and add you in.
The damn Facebook app is so hit or miss with the shit, man.
Yeah, it's weird, man, because like it's like on and off.
People, like, no joke, dude. I hate people like randomly pop up in my life. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Even
sometimes if you're on if you get out of the Facebook app, exit out, like don't even have it open on your phone, relaunch it, come back onto this live chat, then it will let you.
Yeah, it just says adding for Jonathan. Like I'm trying to add you in because I see the little request, the little red button for you to join, and I'm hitting send invite. And it just says here, the guest declined the live video invitation again. So I don't know what's going on. You might want to close your app.
I've seen that when I've posted lives too.
Right. And I don't really know why it does this. Big John, I'm going to try and send you an invite right now. It says I can't bring you on camera.
Even, has like because they don't have the most recent
that's
updated thing, which is a bunch of BS. You just have to again close out the app, open it back up, and hopefully it will let you guys in. It is annoying though. I know when I'm doing lives and I'm like, I want to let this person on, and it's just
it sucks. Yeah, so like the topic tonight, like obviously, we want Mitchell and Ness to continue to thrive. We don't want them to go out of business, obviously. We all, because hate them or love them, I mean, Mitchell and Ness has been a huge staple in the jersey game, if you will, if you want to call it that. They've been around for a long time, whether you like it or not. You can't take that away from them. And with the direction that the company has gone towards, obviously I know there's been people who don't like it. They critique it from an aspect of sizing of the jerseys, availability, pricing. I've heard it all. Like I've seen all these different reasons why they hate the company. But the thing that never changed is that they're still around. Whether they're, they may not be what they were like in the 2000s, era when they were like when jerseys were booming, but they're still around. And they're around because they're doing something right. They're doing something right. Selling the company to Fanatics, was probably within the best interest in order to keep the company going and staying afloat.
Keep them around a long time now.
Right. And I mean, of course, if that might entail, putting out more collab jerseys, more swingmans and stuff. But like at the end of the day, you got to respect what they're doing. I mean, as a business, it's like if you owned a business and your livelihood and legacy depended on you moving towards a direction of selling, I guess, a lower tier of quality jerseys, if that's what you got to do, then would you do it? You got to like I try to think of it by putting myself in their shoes. Like if I owned Mitchell and Ness and my business depended on a decision onto making a specific, tier or line of jerseys, whether it be swingman, whether it be replica, whether it be collab, whatever it needs to get done, that's what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And unless you own your own, independent jersey company, and it's one of those things, if you want to stick true to what you were doing, then do it. Start your company, get some licenses with the NBA, get some licensing with these big major league sports brands, and start it, because it's one of those things. You're whether you hate it or love it, people are still buying it. That's not that
they've always seemed to have adapted with the change in culture and time. And I would never be one of those. I would never be one of those that buys the collab jersey. It's just not for me, unless they do a Deftones King jersey. I may have to think about that. But they, case in point is the hats.
Yeah.
So over the last few years, there was a real outcry for them to get back in the fitted game. Because for a while, all they were doing was snaps. And, the fitted, the hat, society, they want Mitchell and Ness to do more with the fitted game. So Mitchell and Ness adhered to that. They're starting to do more with the fitted hats. You're seeing more collections come out. I know there's a guy, I forget his name, who now is working as an employee with Mitchell and Ness, who does a lot in the hat community prior to being with Mitchell and Ness, and he's one of the ones that's helping to get these hats done. And I mean, some of these hats have become real. I mean, they're lids exclusives. They're two-tone white crown hats that have really become something that a lot of collectors want to get. And there's kind of, you only have, they're not available online. You have to kind of get them in your store, and the teams always vary where you are. But it's one of those things that they've kind of heard the message, heard the outcry, and they kind of, they're starting to adapt to that. They're doing more with the fitted game.
So, yeah. Big John.
What's up, Neil? What's up, brother? I just got done watching your video, man. Every time I'm trying to save money, it's usually when you start. It's usually when your videos pop up, man. But you were showing that Means jersey. I was like, oh yeah, God.
And that's another case in point. Listen, Mitchell and Ness only put out a few authentic NFL in recent time. But that Natron, I had my eyes on that one, and I'm glad I was able to get one.
Which one? The Chargers one?
The 94 Natron Means.
Yeah.
Powder blue. Yeah.
I need that. I need that say out, man. You got to give me that say out, John.
I love this say out, man.
The thing. Like, I love the Chargers jersey so freaking much, but it's starting to get to the point now where my Chargers collection is creeping up to the point it's almost on that level with. I would say it's almost on that level with my Niners stuff. It's creeping up, man.
It's an easy team. Once you see those bolts, it's you're sold. You're sold.
So
hey, Rez,
what's up?
Just keep it cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Yeah, no, I wanted to go live tonight on Kings, and I'm live right now on my YouTube as well, but I wanted to go live because there was a lot of stuff that surfaced today with the jersey community, in terms of Fanatics buying Mitchell and Ness and Jay-Z, and also with the collab, with the Dreamer J. Cole collab, like I understand people have their opinion. I get that. You don't have to like the jersey. I'm not asking you to like it. But at least be respectful when you're responding to something that's posted. You know, because I kind of got, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys, you know, whoever commented, but like I almost felt like I was being attacked. Like me purchasing or posting this jersey, it almost felt like I was I was doing something offensive to offend somebody. And I'm like, yo, like I like the jersey. So what's the issue here? You know? And it's almost like, huh?
Which jersey are you talking about?
It was the J. Cole collab with Mitchell and NESS, the Dreamer jerseys. And I don't know if you saw that post, but I posted a couple of posts. So I posted it earlier this week.
I seen the earlier one.
So that post, I posted another one because I tried to actually add the jersey to my cart this morning, and Mitchell and Ness website crashed.
What person?
And yeah, and then I got some responses, like people were saying, "Oh, why would you even buy that? Like yo, like that's a waste of your money. Like you'd be stupid to buy." I'm like, "Yo, whoa, like how are you gonna tell me like I'm stupid because I don't get it, bro."
When people do this shit, just PM them. Like, hey man, you know, I seen you comment, you know, I just wanted to follow up what's going on, blah, blah, blah. No one's gonna answer you, man. Or if not, if they do answer you, I mean, everybody's different, man. Some people are like legitimately like whacked out, you know, but 9 out of 10 times, if they do respond, they're gonna respond in a different light. Oh, hey man, you know, it's just kind of like playing around, or, you know, it's just like, yeah, like, you know, it's time to man, nothing serious, you know. Like in their mind, we know what they meant. You know,
yeah.
That's why I don't comment, dude. I don't comment negatively on people's shit, no matter how bad like I want to. Except for that one guy, man, who was posting about changing the name to Kings and Queens of throwback. It's like, dog, like, stop fucking. Like, if you're gonna reach and if you're gonna try to like draw attention, man, like at least do a good job of it. You know, that's why I got pissed off. But like, you know, dude, I don't comment on people's shit, dude, unless it's positive. Because if I comment on something that's negative, I'm gonna end up flipping the fuck out, dude. Because the person's gonna get like offensive. They're not gonna have like any, especially like with jerseys, they're probably not gonna have like any more backing than what I already. I mean, gonna be able to say that. I'm getting pissed off. It's gonna turn into like a fucking, you know, battle and war and then blah blah blah. And I already know how it gets. So I just don't even fuck. No, I mean it's fiction, man. But I just already know how I get. You know, like same thing, dude. Like when people comment on my shit, it's like, dog, if you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Scroll down. Scroll down, dude. It's not about streamings on Authentics because I don't post about streamings on Authentics. If there's anything out of the post, and when I do, man, when people comment negative, I just delete the post, man. I'm not saying that you should or anybody else should, but me personally, I deleted it too because, again, I know how I get. And once they say like something stupid or wrong or directly to me, dude, I can't hold back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though, Luca. Like, I don't mean to cut you off, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't have to feel like you have to delete your post because somebody would say some ignorant shit like that. But you know that there's somebody that's going to do that shit, and it's going to trigger you. So I mean, I get that part of it, but it's like that's not why Albert created Kings of Throwbacks. That wasn't the whole purpose. So we could delete our post because people are, you know, gonna say some stupid, ignorant shit like that. Like that's not the reason why.
Yeah, I don't get why people fucking make smart ass comments or try to be funny. There's no one there to laugh for you to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, okay, like if you're back in school or you know at work or somebody and somebody says something like a smart ass comment, right? At least you get a couple chuckles or something, you know. At least you get a chance to directly say something back. You can't do that online, man. This like I don't understand why people talk shit online. There's no audience for you to hear and see people's reactions, unless it's like you know, like 30 seconds to a minute later, we see a little like laugh, fuck me emoji, fuck you and fuck your emoji, you know, like really fuck up, dude. Like be a man, dude. Like how are you raised and how are you grown? So the only emotion you can see is through a little fucking micro-sized picture, man. Shut the fuck up.
Rez, remember that guy? Remember that guy that was making fun of my weight, man? Remember a while back I told you about that?
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro.
Every time I posted something on Kings, and then when I posted something on Jersey's Case, this guy was making fun of my weight. It finally got to the point where I messaged him. I was like, I was like, you know, I report him, and luckily for me, you know, Slim kicked him out. But it really got to me, man. Like I deleted the post because, you know, it's something I've been struggling with, man. You know how my weight problems. I get really depressed about that stuff, man.
No, that's not
and
cool.
I know I've been trying to lose weight and all that. But it's so tough, man.
No, Big John, man, like I get it, bro. Like, and you know, for the record, the person that said that, I called him out. I called him out on it, and I put that person on blast because I'm like, yo, that's not okay, bro. You can't be coming on someone's platform. First off, you don't go on my platform and then you start bashing people because, you know, you're gonna say some stupid, ignorant shit like that. And I mean, with all due respect, like, you know, we all have our flaws and stuff like that we all work on. But it's like, who are you to fucking say that about a person, bro? Who are you? Nobody's asking you for, oh, how do I, you know, am I too big? Am I too small? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, that's none of your fucking business. So shut your fucking mouth. Like, it's just like one of those things that just mind your own fucking business. If you don't agree with it, if you don't like it, just move on. That's all you got to do. But you got to make some snooty ass comment with a freaking emoji, or, you know, you got to be super slick, you know, like a wise guy. You know, I know we all crack jokes about, you know, one another and stuff like that every now and then. But it's like, yo, some of these people are like literally like personally attacking you. Like this person commented on one of my YouTube videos because I was showing some swingmans, and he was like, oh, you got a lot of swingmans. He was like, oh, you must be broke. Like, what does that have? What does buying a swingman have to do with being broke? If I was broke, I wouldn't even have any jerseys. That's horseshit. Like, why are you gonna say something like that? Like, you know, it's so stupid. Like, that's like the whole vibe that I get with some of these collab jerseys. Like, oh, you know, you're stupid if you're gonna spend that amount of money on a jersey. It's like, well, it's not your money, so shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? You're not. It's not affecting you. It's not affecting your wallet. So why does it bother you whether I choose to spend $200 on this jersey or $300 on that jersey? Why does it matter? I don't know if you guys saw. There was someone. I don't remember their name, but there was somebody in the group who was basically saying they were gonna report anybody who bought a True Custom or Rivalry Sportswear jersey.
I remember.
I don't know who exactly said it. I hope that post got deleted. But there was a person in the I can't remember if it was on Kings or Jersey Kicks and Lids or Jersey.
It was a Mitchell Ness group too.
Okay, yeah. So this person was like basically saying that if he catches anybody showing off a custom jersey, he's gonna report them and he's gonna get them like to get like out of business or whatever. And I'm just like, why the fuck?
I've worn Rivalry jerseys at the Mitchell Ness store, and they all seem to appreciate it. So I don't know who's gonna report it to.
Yeah, I mean, like, really though, like, you're really gonna be that petty to that point where you know, unless you buy Mitchell and Ness, you know, you're gonna get arrested by the Jersey like police. Like, who the hell are you? Are you the Jersey sheriff? Like, what the hell, you know?
But here's the thing: who's gonna report to, like who's his contact to report to?
I have no idea.
So I'm getting reported, I guess.
Hey, John, listen, dude.
You're
don't. Hey, John.
Yeah, Luca, buddy.
Hey, man, don't. How should I say it, man? Don't trip on people who are talking shit about your weight, man. Like, dude, like, that's superficial. You know, that's like the second step. The first step is like commenting on somebody like their race. Like that's the most like simple-minded thing you could do. They can't change it. It's the first thing that people go to. It shows you like their level of intelligence, right? The next step is like if somebody's fucking fat or skinny or ugly. Here's the thing, dude, like about the whole weight loss thing, right, dude? Yeah, there's always reasons for why you should get a shape. Obviously, we all know them. We all know the health reasons, right?
Oh yeah.
But guys, does anybody know the fighter Fedor Emelianenko?
I don't know who that is. No.
Fedor, okay, one of the meanest, like, you know, he's a lot of age, right? So he went downhill, but like Fedor Emelianenko fought in Pride, recently in Bellator and in Strikeforce. Dude, he looked like a construction. He's Russian. He looked like a fucking construction worker. Dude, he looked like a plumber. and he would throw heavyweights across the fucking ring, dude, and beat the fuck out of him. Look at Tyson Fury, all right?
Oh, Tyson Fury, yep.
Look at Butterbean. Butterbean was knocked a lot of fuckers out, guys.
I remember
All right,
Butterbean.
dude, they're like, you have 6'5", 300-pound offensive linemen that are running like 4'6", 4'7", 4'8", 40-yard dashes. That's fucking insane, man. Dude, that's fucking insane. So, guys, listen, and these are professional athletes that train 30 hours a week for their sport, all right? When I train 30 hours a week for my sport, dude, I hit a fucking 8-pack because that's my genetics. Those guys, their genetics is not really allowing them to do this. So genetics, guys, does play a part into your, like, physique. That's one part of it. And, John, the other part too is, man, these people ain't fucking shit. You're probably never going to see them in your life. They're not going to help you in any way. You're probably not going to ever help them in any way. There's going to be no, like, actual, outside of that, like, bullshit that they were talking, there's going to be no actual interaction between you guys.
Right.
Fuck them, dude. And I'm telling you this for me, man, because, like, in terms of weight loss, like, I feel I'm really bad out of shape right now, dude, for me. This is, like, one of the worst I've been, like, ever, you know? And it's not that it's hard for me to talk about. Like, in my situation, it's a little bit hard, man, because I have, like, right now I need a knee surgery. I have extreme tendonitis on my elbow. I had a shitload of other injuries for fighting too that are, like, right now are, like, all kind of, like, snowballing at once the last, like, 6 months, man. So I'm not able to exercise, and then, you know, life gets busy and you go to quick option. I'm not really like a Burger King, McDonald's. I got Wendy's fries the other day because they kept talking about it on the radio. I'm like, fucking let me try the fries, you know, and they're good. But like that kind of place would go more like a Chipotle, like go run into the store, get a bag of chips and stop sandwich type guy, you know. So like lifestyle, what you got going on because it affects you, man. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, we can control our weight, right? But what you can't control, dude, is somebody else's actions. Remember that.
Yeah.
If you're this size, dude, and you're comfortable with it, you like wearing bigger jerseys. Look, dude, buying bigger jerseys right now because they made so many in the fucking early 2000s. You could buy.
I'm wearing one right now.
You could buy big man jerseys. They're all out there. That jersey that you're finding in a 56 or a 54 or a 60 costs you $70 to $100. If I want that same jersey in a 44, it's gonna take me 4 years to find it. And it's probably gonna cost $350. All right.
Yeah.
So again, dude, if you're comfortable with where you're at, cool. If you're not, man, and this is my personal advice, if you're not, one day just wake up and don't say tomorrow, don't say next week, don't say next month, because next month doesn't care about you. Tomorrow's gonna forget about you. And January 1st might not come, you don't know. If you decide that you're serious about what you do, man, it starts fucking today. All right? That's what I know it's not jersey related, but that's my personal advice to you, man, from not only being in the sports world, but in the fitness industry too, and dealing with a lot of, issues myself that I had, not necessarily with addiction, but we all have those personal things, whether it's not spending so much money, whether we want to get in shape, whether we want to lose weight, whether we want to quit drinking, whatever it is, you know, just remember, man, if you want to do it for you, nobody else. And it starts now. It don't start tomorrow, man. It starts now.
Thank you so much, Luca, man. You are the man.
No, you're the man. You're the man, dog.
I tell you, man, this is why I love being a part of this group, man. You know, you guys are my brothers, man. I'm just so happy to be part of this community, man. There's some wonderful things.
Here, Big John.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
You're a valued member.
You're new blood, man, to the old people like me and Albert and Neil.
I'm the little brother.
I still find it crazy that you're only 21 years old. That's wild to me.
Yeah, man.
You're like a little baby, bro.
Trust me, man.
That's crazy.
Riz, how old are you? 32, 33?
I'm 34, so.
34, yeah, okay. I just turned 36.
Okay. Yeah.
I just turned 36, man. So John, you're going to see what we're talking about in about 12 or 13 years, man.
See, I'm the old man in this group right now, so you know.
Oh, man.
TJ says, what? You're 21?
Yeah, 21. I'm actually going to be 22 in April. April 26th, I'll be turning 22.
Yeah, 34, same as Rez. Yeah.
43.
It's crazy.
Once you get into the 40s, then, you know, the steps get a little more
Harder to walk up.
A little more.
Harder to walk up.
I got 6 more years till I reach that 40, Neil.
That's
So
why sometimes someone's like, "Oh, do you have a picture of the?" I'm like sitting down here where I'm in the man cave, right? And someone will tag me and be like, "Can you take a picture of this?" Or something. Oh man, I have to go all the way up to the second floor.
You know, dude, I'll tell you what,
Thank you,
man.
Mark.
You know, I was one of those guys, man. Like with groceries, I'm not making a second fucking trip, dude. I'm taking them all at once out. And I had like dead stripes all over my fingers and my hands, you know, because I had so many fucking bags, dude. I can't do it anymore, man. I got tendonitis in my fucking joints. You know, my back hurts, dude. I had to get like surgery on my foot. I can't do this shit anymore, man. I'm making multiple trips, dude.
oh man.
Rez,
Yeah.
I love that jersey you're wearing, man. Beautiful.
Oh,
I want that jersey so bad.
It's I'm wearing it in honor of the All-Star game this weekend, man, for my guys' staff.
You don't wear malls.
I don't really own that many. Actually, I don't even think I have any All-Star jerseys in my collection for the NBA. There are a few that I want, but I don't really collect too many All-Star jerseys, you know. I just never really got into them like that, but I definitely want to get the 96, you know, obviously that light aqua with the little jalapeno thing on. It's just a beautiful jersey. That and then the 97 are probably some of my favorites. And then also the what is the white one, the white version that Larry Bird wore of that? What year was that? Was that 89? That Mitchell and Ness made? I can't remember what year that was. The one that Larry Bird wore from it was like the white with the stars on the side.
Yeah, it was
I know what you're talking about.
I think it was 89.
Yeah.
I think it was 89. I forget. But
Wait, which one?
the All-Star jersey that Larry Bird wore, the white one that Mitchell and Ness made, I think it was from 89, his 89, the 89 All-Star game. I can't remember.
Is that the one with the NBA logo on the chest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know that one. I have the 83s. I have the set.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
not set. I mean, I have an East and a West for that one. I love the 83 NBA jerseys. I'm thinking about getting rid of my LeBron James All-Star jersey, dude.
Which one do you have?
That one where like fades blue on the sides. You know, they made the Kobe's white with like red and orange on the side.
Is that the one that Mitchell and Ness made?
Yeah, the Mitchell Ness one.
Oh,
yeah, it's Mitchell Ness, dude.
I think that's from their That's from 2012,
it's
right?
It's like the fade right here.
Yeah.
06 maybe.
Was it 06?
I thought that was 2012.
What I need to get.
I think I'm getting rid of it, dude, because I have a LeBron James City Edition, which if anybody's watching, dude, especially if it's something that I've done a deal
81,
with already,
82.
or a transaction
Wow,
or a trade
way
with already, either buying or selling.
Thanks,
I'm
Dave.
interested in selling this year's LeBron James for last year's City Edition, the white with the sky blue. If anyone's interested, so I do like. I like the guy, I respect him, but he's not like one of my favorite players. What the fuck do I need like 3 jerseys from him for? You know.
You know what? I'm starting to get to that point kind of too with LeBron, and I say this, and I say this respectfully, but it's like it's getting hard to buy LeBron jerseys for the Lakers because I can't stand the Lakers. You know, but
you're enjoying this season, though, aren't you?
I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it once those jerseys go on clearance.
All the geriatrics they have on the team that can't mesh together.
The which one?
I told everyone that I talked to about it. They are not going to the finals, man.
Oh no!
I didn't say it to talk shit. I'm like, dude, you got 2
going to the finals.
They did the same fucking shit when they had Gary Payton, Karl Malone. You know, who else was on that team? They had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, obviously.
They lost to the Kobe in the finals.
Shaq too. Shaq.
Shaq was hurt. Wasn't one of them hurt though in the finals? I don't know if it would have mattered a whole lot.
Yeah. That's when they lost to Ben Wallace, right?
Yeah, they lost to the Pistons.
Dude, it's not having too many chefs in the kitchen, man. Like, I mean, I worked with, you know, like LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, which is probably like the strongest big 3 of all time. You know, but they're all old, and they all have a distinct style of play.
And they
so we're at the point where, like, you can't, like, really coach them. And then Anthony Davis, fuck, dude, he gets, like, I mean, dude, if you could get 30 games out of that guy out of the season, that's an accomplishment, you know? So like, you can't depend on him. So then when he comes back in the playoffs, it's too, like, uncontrollable. And then the other guys, dude, it's not like they're uncoachable at this point. It's basically like they're going out there and they're playing a street ball style basketball, not dirty and physical. They're just playing street ball. They're just going out there playing the game. If it works, cool. If not, let's kind of slowly adjust on the fly. That's all we could do. And that's why they're not fucking winning.
I mean, I almost feel bad for the team. I mean, really, I know I always talk trash about the Lakers, but you know,
Russell Westbrook, dude, man. Russell Westbrook is my guy. Then I'm like, dude, you know, same thing with James Harden, man. Like, it comes to the point, it's like, dog, like, if you like, you guys are extremely good. Like, if you're gonna win, don't go ring chasing because you're not gonna win. Still, you know, it worked for. Like,
I think Neil's gonna.
Fucking Odell Beckham. You know, but football's a little bit different game.
Neil, I think I think you beg to differ.
Here. You know, that would be okay with me. I would.
Yeah, that was like I think Neil's. I think Neil
Neil
begs to differ with that choice, but I mean, hey, Ben Simmons to the Brooklyn Nets, man. I mean, that's what you wanted, Neil. You wanted Ben Simmons out, right? You got your wish.
That's okay.
Chicago, man.
Not shoot, but remember, he can pass the ball. And they're playing 5-on-4 offense in the playoffs. Well, we'll see. I'm in a better spot now. We got Harden, Embiid, MVP this year. I'm calling.
You know,
I was shocked. I was shocked though when I found out that you guys got rid of Seth Curry. I was like, wow, you guys really made a leap for that one. I would have kept Seth.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Brooklyn got the better hand, but dude, here's the thing, man. Like, I'll say this first, dude. You guys know I'm Chicago. You guys know Bulls are my team. Obviously, I got season tickets, man, and et cetera, et cetera. But like I think in the NBA, dude, and Rez, it's no offense to you. You're a legit Warriors fan, but I think the two biggest delusional fucking fan bases in the NBA are the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors. Like these are like the two most delusional fucking fan bases, dude. And again, like I'm also talking. I'm not talking shit. I'm also like saying it about myself because obviously like both of my team. But dude, like in their mind, oh, we still have a chance. I'm like, you know, we don't have a fucking chance. We barely hit it. Like we had a chance to get to the second round before that trade happened and before Milwaukee got Ibaka. We don't have a fucking chance. If we get past the first round this year, we're good, dude. Miami is fucking Miami, and they got better this year. Philly got significantly better. Brooklyn got extremely better with that trade. And Milwaukee was already good and probably the front runner, right? And they just got Serge Ibaka now, which was one of their weaknesses that they needed. Bulls don't have a fucking chance.
There's three teams
in. Had nothing for Embiid.
There's three teams in the West that I fear for my Warriors, and that in no particular order is the Phoenix Suns, the Denver Nuggets, and Memphis Grizzlies. Those are the three teams.
Grizzlies are nice young teams.
And honorable mention Utah. Utah is up there as well. But
Utah is such a they're just a heartbreak team. Like before the season, I picked.
They don't have a leader.
I'll raise my hand. Before the season, my pick was the Heat and the Jazz in the finals. And like the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but Utah is such a they can't get over that hump.
They don't have a leader.
And I didn't know Phoenix was gonna run it back the way they have. I mean, the Warriors I thought would be better. I didn't think they would be doing what they're doing now. So I'm like doing process of elimination. I'm like, well, the Lakers are too old. So I'm
here's where the whole.
All right.
No. Yeah. Listen, dude. The Raptors were always a top 3 team in the East for years. And then Kawhi Leonard comes, they had a leader, and now they won. And again, Laurie is a very good leader. They needed that killer instinct.
Yeah.
The Jazz don't have it, man. The Jazz have a couple stars on their team, you know. And they said, dude, before the season, I was predicting Heat and probably Phoenix, but dude, then like only until like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was thinking it would be the Heat and Warriors, and it still could be the Heat and Warriors. It still could. Right now, the East, I have no clue. I mean, if the Bulls, dude, if they do get fully healthy and they get hot, they are a very hard team to keep up with, dude. they're extremely athletic and extremely fast, and they mesh well together. They got a good coach.
Hey, Ed. Sorry, Luke. I don't mean to cut you off, but Ed, I saw your request. It said the same thing. It says that you need to. It says you declined your invite. So I think you need to turn off your Facebook app, open it again, and try and access it from your phone if you can, because I think desktop it won't let you add on here. So.
Yeah.
What up?
How many people can hop on here? I know it used to be just the one.
Right now it's full at full capacity, I think, right? With four people. So
so right now, dude, I think in the conference finals would be Heat, Warriors and Suns. Not just because they're the two best, it's just dude Phoenix has a couple of stars. They have an extremely talented leader, probably one of like the
they have more size than the Warriors, like, for sure.
Some players I've seen do Chris Paul do like she's old and he's still like going at it. You know, and then Warriors have a really stacked fucking team, dude, and they're young and old. You know, so they have a good combination. So like if the Warriors do pull out, I'm not gonna be surprised, dude. When I said like regional fan bases, it's like right now it makes sense, but dude, like just so many times like, where I read the comments in the rooms from like the Warriors fans, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. That makes no sense at all. You know, I know how it is to love a team. Dude, it's like just no like legitimate fucking like reason. Oh, Ed is saying Bulls for Jazz. Interesting, man.
I don't think Jazz will make it. I mean, if the Jazz somehow manage to get past the second round, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win it all. Even if they got past the second round, I don't think they're gonna make it. The West is too stacked, I think, with teams. I mean, you have a lot of sleeper teams too. Like, you know, the Clippers, I wouldn't even count out the Clippers, because with the Clippers, you know, they're a team.
So if Paul George comes back and he plays like it was, and Kawhi Leonard comes back and just Kawhi Leonard, they're going to the finals.
I mean,
I wouldn't go that far, but
I think you can say the same for any team. But as long as Embiid and Harden stay healthy, I think the Sixers have a shot. If Embiid is as dominant in the playoffs, because he's just one of those guys, no other team has something that can do it. Yeah.
And I know right now,
going to open everything up. And what I like about the trade also is I think it opens things up for Tobias Harris too. Tobias, before the trade, had to be the number 2 scorer. He's not another number 2 scorer. He's a 3. So now getting Harden, he goes back to his more natural role of being a third scorer on the team. I think that opens things up for him. You got a floor spacer now with Harden, you know, and a guy who's also willing to shoot. So for the first time in his career, I guess maybe you can throw Jimmy Butler in there for a little bit the short time he was here, but Joel has a legitimate number 2 scorer, willing number 2 scorer on the floor with him, you know, in a playoff series. I think that's going to be big, but we'll see. Time will tell.
It's dude. East is going to be crazy, man. You know, I was reading one of the comments. David said, pretending like the Grizzlies don't exist. They do exist, man. Like, obviously, as of today, I think the Bulls were 1 in the East, and the Grizzlies were 3. Then Heat, I think, was number 2, if I remember. The problem with the Bulls and the Grizzlies, man, and you see this sports all the time. New team hops up, does extremely well. Regular season, still need that experience in the playoffs. That's what happened to the White Sox this year, man. Too young, too inexperienced. We're fucking killing it. You know, and you see in the sports all the time, man. So I think next year, if the Grizzlies could add another piece, next year and the next 2 years, I think the Grizzlies are going to be like probably one of the toughest teams in the NBA. Dude, John Morant is just insane. They have a good, you know, decent rest of the team. Same thing with the Bulls. If the Bulls actually buckle down and stop believing in, like, you know, like a Tooth Fairy and Patrick Williams, and actually get somebody that's going to play. And again, dude, he could be like a 30, you know, he has the potential to be like a 30-point fucking 8 rebound, 4 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks player. He technically does, but right now he's not showing it. Dog, you could win now. Guess who you're going to fucking win now with? He should have got Sabonis. Sabonis is 25, multiple-time All-Star. He plays the style ball we do, and he fits a position that we needed. He's still young. Why didn't you guys get him?
He went to the Kings.
Anyways, One other comment, Clippers are not going nowhere. Yeah, man, like most likely neither one of them are coming back. If they do though, and they're able to get back on those two players, be able to get back on pace. I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard, but me, most likely they're not gonna be back, man. Especially Kawhi with that ACL.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it.
Jazz are contenders. I also agree.
Well, the thing is, the Grizzlies do exist, but their fans don't exist. Who said that? I'm just joking to the grind.
I love John Morant, dude.
But I do want to say before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Nostalgia Boy Berto, because he was nice enough to show that video of him showing that beautiful Rick Barry All-Star Mitchell Ness jersey, and
I watched that video. That was dope, dude.
I watched that, and I just kept shaking my head and going, "Why in the world did I let that one sit on eBay for as long as I?" Berto, thank you for sharing that, and he made sure to mention he got that from Terrence. I said, yeah, Terrence kind of from getting one once.
I still need that one too, and I'm a Warriors fan, so I still can't believe I don't have that jersey. But like I said, I'm not too big on All-Star jerseys, so it's. But
you will get it one day.
So
I know I'll own that thing one day. I did it to myself. I said, all right, I let the thing sit there on eBay for like 6 months, not moving on, and I just got too comfortable. I'm like, I'll be here, and it wasn't.
That happens to me all the time.
Okay, so at least those jerseys exist, dude. I was watching a hockey jersey. It was a SaberCats the last month. It's a size 48. It was a player issue. It had the patch from when they won the cup.
Yeah.
I'm never, ever, ever going to see that jersey again, dude. Ever.
You know one I just saw recently, Luca? I couldn't move on it. It was the guy, and look, I mean, rightfully so. I think the seller wanted $350. It was the reverse retro from last year, the Vegas Golden Knights. It was a Petrangelo jersey, but it had the outdoor game, the classic from Lake Tahoe. It had that.
Dude, those
and I said,
fucking,
why did it have to come up now?
those fucking those Golden Knights, the Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes reverse retros were on Fanatics for like fucking a month and a half to 2 months, dude. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have just bought too much. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. Those Vegas Golden Knights reverse retros are leagues better than any of their other jerseys that they wear right now, man. Same thing with the Hurricanes, dog. I should have got fucking both of them, man, and just sold 2 other jerseys I didn't want anymore, man. I'm an idiot. They were there forever, and I could have used the 30% off too, man.
I probably wouldn't feel as bad about it just because it had that winter class, the patch on there too. It's a reverse retro, which they were in the game outdoors that game, and it had the damn patch. I'm like, how am I not moving on this? And I'm like, yeah, it's $350. That's why I'm not moving on it. But I want it. Maybe it will be there in a week.
What size you doing? In Adidas 54?
It was a 54.
Yeah, 54. Yeah, I prefer 50. I mean, I could do 52. It's weird, dude, because like in Adidas, dude, like from one size to the next, it's only like an inch difference, dude, or like inch and a half difference. It's crazy. It's like,
I have to try more on. I have to go to because there are ones that I have like on my watch list, and they're like 52, 54, 56, and I'm like, I gotta try some of these things on in a store because. Believe me, at some of those prices,
the sleeves are long, man.
So for
the sleeves on a 52, like are a hair, like they'll go like just past my down to my wrist, like just into my hand. And dude, I have like a 6'6" reach, man. So or like a 6'5" reach, so like the 54, dude, is gonna be like fucking. Like probably like this much past your how tall are you? 5'10"? 5'10". You're 5'10".
5'9". Really.
We're around the same height.
So it's probably gonna be like so like into to your knuckle.
Yeah, because all my
I can handle that as long as I can put the damn thing on. If I can,
you could Neil, you can probably do a 52.
Because I have and they're like all over the place. The price ranges are like from 200 to 3, whatever.
Whereas you got a lot of Adidas, dude. The only thing that kind of like bugs me is the damn like how it's like a dress suit where the shoulders are thin, but then the body gets like really big at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about, Rez, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The only thing I don't like about the Adidas NHL Authentics is the how they're not as wide as most jerseys.
Yeah.
You know that because like for hockey jerseys, you know they're supposed to be. I like that CCM, like that oversized look, but the sleeves are not too long. You know, like I like that look for hockey jerseys, and with the Adidas ones, it's more tailored fit. Unfortunately, you know,
That's why I try to go to
because I actually the smallest Adidas that I own is a size 52, and that one I'm able to put it on, but it's like it almost feels like a tank top, like you know, it's not very.
For me, the Reebok Edge were the best fitting for me, man.
See, and that's the thing. I never owned any authentic Reebok jerseys, like for the NHL. That's why they're so hard. I don't know why they're so freaking expensive, man. I was like trying to find a Sharks one, and I'm like, my God, these prices are outrageous.
It doesn't matter, Rez.
A lot of the teams you could find, man, even in Maine and Canada, a lot of the teams you could find, but Sharks for some reason, man, like I don't see too many.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't see as many Sharks. And most of the ones that we see from the Sharks are autographed.
I put like legit. I put hockey jerseys, Adidas, reverse retros, and I have put ones on my list that have been $400, and within a week they're sold. The hockey guy, they don't mess around, and they got the pockets.
The high rollers. The high rollers. That's what I call them.
And believe me, you put one of those. Depending on which one it is, you put one on your watch list at like $450, whatever. It may even have the best offer, but within gone. And I'm like,
yeah,
damn,
yep.
Man.
Just like that Tacoma SaberCats, my dumb ass let go. Look at Tacoma SaberCats jerseys, and you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about, man. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. I wanted that Pietrangelo too.
Yeah, I got to go, Brez, man. Thanks for hitting me out, man. It was a
of course,
great time,
Luca.
man. Like, dude, today you hopped on. I was thinking about hopping on. I don't know if I should, and then Albert hopped on. So it's good, man. It saved me it gave me motivation to actually come out and talk. You know, of
course,
because you know how it's like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Then I forget it. And so I'm actually happy that you guys hopped on. So, like I said, I was inspired to come out.
All right, bro. Yeah. I appreciate you hopping on tonight, man.
Have a good night, man.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like just kind of going off of what Luca was saying, man. Like I don't want anybody to feel like they shouldn't hop on because they're afraid of what people might say or do. Like it shouldn't be like that. I feel like Kings and even like you here on YouTube, like I feel like you guys, we should all be able to speak what we want to say without feeling like we're gonna get chastised for it or people judging you. You know what I mean? Like that's not what Kings was created for. That's not what my live stream is created for. They're both platforms where people could come on here and speak their piece and do it respectfully. Because there's one thing about talking and saying what you want to say, but you could do that in a respectful way where you're not like coming off as attacking the person. You know what I mean? And that's not cool, man. Because that's never what Kings was created for. That's not why I created this platform on my channel to do that, and it's one of those things where people just need to be better, man. Just be more self-aware, be respectful and, try to think the bigger picture, because I feel like that's one of the things that people fail to realize, that like, if a person wants to stick to one like lane of collecting, then let them. Don't chastise them. Don't like body shame them. Don't attack their financial budget. You know what I mean? Because you could be a jersey head and not have any jerseys, but people are like, no, you have to have 50 jerseys to be considered in this conversation. You have to have 100. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like people, like go out there, they buy, they sell, they trade. That's what they do in order to keep the the wheel rolling. But I just don't like it when people start to just like talk crap about one another about, how they feel about a specific type of jersey. Like you could have your opinion on it, but like I said, just be respectful. Like that is the takeaway of it. And then also like with this whole Fanatics thing getting, ownership of Mitchell and Ness. I'm very optimistic about it. I know Albert, you said like nothing's gonna change. I think some things will change. I think there will be some sort of change. I think for the better. I'm very optimistic about it because I would hope that with Jay-Z, I'm using Jay-Z as the face of Mitchell and Ness now. But I mean, for somebody who was part of a golden era of that train of collecting, I pray and hope that Jay-Z kind of considers that, and has like some sort of input when distributing, any future releases or something like that, maybe offer like and I always say this, Mitchell Ness should offer like a plus size for bigger guys like us, you know what I mean? Like they should offer something like that, if you're going to offer the tailored fit, like maybe offer like a line where it's like, I know they have like the big and tall, but like they should offer some sort of line that like is a little more big boy friendly. I think that'd be cool.
Yes, big boy friendly is
if
good.
they did something like that. But looks like James wants to hop back on. I'm gonna let you hop on, James. Let me know if you got the invite. Oh, there we go. Oh,
finally got out of my car, so yeah, sorry about the
it's all good, man.
Disruption. Yeah, my wife called in. It all went into the phone stuff, so
you're all good.
It's cool. Yeah, thanks for allowing me to go back again. And I think I kind of went on Facebook, just kind of responding to some members and whatnot, just having some dialogue. And by the way, none of this stuff we're talking about, I don't know if the word makes sense, but it's ad hominem, meaning that we're not attacking the person. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that even though I'm talking to Davey J right now, love Davey J, man. Great conversations, good topics, and we can get into like the details. And then, with Ed, and the same thing, bro. I see you up here, you know what I'm saying? It's not about you, you know what I'm saying? What we're really talking about is the jerseys itself, right? And then what the effects are. So it's not like Mitchell and Ness or the sky's falling down. I'll get to all of that, man. But I want to kind of dive into the point that you're talking about, Rez, because you are describing how people are interacting as members in this field or this group. Where have you really seen that people are really attacking the person and putting them down? I know Big John was talking about that one story, and that was Flush, right? But are we seeing like a pattern that's showing up more? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I'm ignorant, like maybe I'm not seeing it, or maybe I have like some blinders on. But like if they're really the case, I feel that I'm part of Kings, or like I get on Kings enough times in a day that if something does show up, right, I probably have read it or seen it, but it doesn't seem as clear to me. So maybe somebody here can help out with that.
I mean, so for I can only speak on my experience from what I feel, because I'll post stuff, whether it be a release or something that is within the realm of the Jersey community, and sometimes I'll get private messages. I'm not going to name drop anybody because I'm not here to put anybody on blast, but I will get messages directly to my DMs, and these people will say, "You've been in the Jersey game for this long, and you're buying this trash. I thought you knew better." Like it's almost like I'm like, okay, first off, I buy what I like, it's my money, and second off, like you're making me look like I'm incompetent because I want to choose my money and spend it on this particular product. I know the pros and the cons. I weighed out the options, and right now this is the best option for me. Therefore, I'm going to do this. And then these people proceed to say, well, then you shouldn't be buying jerseys at all if you can't afford them. I'm like, so now you're questioning my financial my financial status because I choose to buy a legacy jersey or I choose to buy a swingman jersey, as opposed to, oh, you got to buy authentics all the time. That's where I'm getting at when I say people are like treating this like an elitist like group. Like you can't be a part of Kings if you buy swingmans or if you buy collab jerseys. You know what I mean? And it's like, I like a little bit of variety. Some players or some jerseys I'm willing to dish out the extra money. Some I'm not. And that's what I respect about brands that offer that option. I've been very vocal about this, how brands should offer stuff like across the board. Like that's what I say. I know realistic, that's a whole different topic, how realistic that is. But brands, like the main core of this should be that they should offer it across the board options. That's the goal. because some people's pockets won't allow them to spend $300 on an authentic every single time, and a person still wants to get the jersey, but they would rather have it less tier, like a lower tier of quality, and afford it. I get that, but then when you start having people saying, if you can't buy an authentic, you shouldn't buy it at all, or if you don't buy a Mitchell and Ness jersey and you buy a rivalry jersey or true custom, then you're gonna get reported because you're buying fake jerseys. Like that's like it's almost like a personal attack. You know what I mean? And
so there's actually a lot of pieces that you laid on the table, right? So one of it is like how we treat each other. Another one is actually more like market forces. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's also important that we kind of separate these things because they're kind of their own different issues, but they're kind of existing in the same space. So regarding how we treat each other, is this kind of like a news thing for me because now it sounds like they're more kind of reaching out to you through DMs. So they're not showing up like in the forum; they're actually showing up to you directly. And it sounds like to me there is a lot of put downs and criticisms as far as how you want to spend your money and stuff like that. I think that goes in direct violation as far as what makes us special, which is individual choices. That's why I am not putting down to each their own. To each their own is exactly what we start from. Everybody shares that same philosophy. And if you violate that, you're probably not into the hobby. Look, guys, hobbies such as collecting is the most individualized things that some of us ever have in this world. Because you get to choose what your fucking players are, how you want to spend your money, which team you want to get, what you don't want to get, so forth. So everybody's collection is really like an individual reflection. That's awesome. It's beautiful. It's celebrated. So after we got through that, I think those DMs that you got, Josh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Like, but that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be telling anyone how to spend their money. But that's what I also want to bring up too, man. I think we're lumped together because I see myself because I am kind of categorized as sort of against swingman. And it's not just Mitchell and Ness swingman. Mitchell and Ness is just the low-hanging fruit because it just happened today and they're really funny, right? So we can just like pick them out. But it's also happening with Nike. We all know that. Foucault actually wrote a really good summary. He outlined all of the declining sort of market for NHL, NFL, and NBA. And this is all about like swingmans and then, their middle tier kind of jerseys and their authentic jerseys. And how there's like sort of a change and decline that you can observe. And it's for real. It's not just Mitchell and Ness. It's anything that actually does market cannibalism that you get this. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Ed, I'm definitely 1,000% against Swingman. When I see Swingman being purchased, it hurts the market. That's it. I'm not telling you not to buy Swingmans. I will never do that, okay? And I can assure you that you've never experienced anyone, especially for me, right, that will write to you saying, hey, man, don't buy fucking Swingmans. No. But can we talk about if you make that choice, what will happen? That's it. And then you take that information. Well, I'm reading the comments right now. How does it hurt the market? Well, I think what I would invite you to do is to kind of go back to previous conversations. I think in this conversation, maybe there's not enough time to cover it because we wrote a lot about these things. If you care to read them, I can actually send you over the links. Okay. Yeah, you can say money talks, man, but in what ways? Yeah.
Money
so
talks.
these really like large summary, they sound great. I'm not putting you down anything, but it doesn't help us understand anymore. It doesn't orient me closer to what we need to know. If that makes sense. But basically, it's like this, bro. Like I can break it down this way. They look at the numbers, okay? Like you said, money talks, right? So when money shows that a particular sector, such as swingmans, is outselling their authentics, right? Well, Mitchell and Ness, they only have this much resource to make so many jerseys in 1 year, right? They have to make a decision, like how many jerseys I'm going to make. I'm going to make this many authentics, this many swingmans. They can't make the same amount for everything. We established that last year, okay? And then I think there was a very long conversation like, oh, in the perfect world, they will make 10 swingmans and 10 authentics, and everybody will be happy because everybody get a pick. Well, that's fantasy. That's not reality. Reality doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? They have to make decisions. And more are we seeing that they're picking swingmans to produce more and more, and they're producing less and less authentics. So what does this mean? Oh, you authentics people, like, oh, don't be satisfied. Dude, it's not. We need diversity, don't we? When there's options on the table, when you go to a supermarket, you want to have as many diverse options for you to pick from, right? You as a buyer, right? That's advantage to you. If you look at it from a collection standpoint, it helps all of us. whether you're a swingman collector, you're an authentic collector, to have all these diverse set of options. When we are losing that, that's why it hurts the market. I hope that's a quick summary for that. And I'm not making this stuff up, because if you want to, you can go to the Wayback with the Wayback machine, I believe. You can go back and look at the way Mitchell and Ness releases these jerseys all the way to 2017. 2017 was when Just Dawn was released back in December. Okay. So you're asking about authentic, dude. Super patient. I'm talking about the price range. Time and time again, both in Neil's live and more recently, right? We talked about that. This concept of authentics costing more, it's a myth. It absolutely is a myth. And I will say this: it's not every jersey, but many countless examples you can come up with, right? If you're patient, if you know what to look for, if you ask people, okay, ask the community that you're seeing around you, me, myself, everybody else. We're super we want to help each other. Ask people what their methods are and learn from them. And you probably will find some success. Nick Salinas, he's one of the awesomest members. He's so generous. I really recommend you talking to him. Roberto's the same thing. He will spend time with you, showing you the ropes. You get what I'm saying? And then we will actually find more tools to get yourself the jerseys that you want. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, there's other things. I'm going on a rant, but one last thing. Developing patience as we're going through collecting really helps too, right? I'm not going prom this Saturday. I don't fucking need a Spreewell jersey today. It took me 15 years to wait for one that was size 48 that came around 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. Did my life go to an end? Did the sun not come up? And my life just it's the worst shit in the world because I don't have a Spreewell jersey? No. I look for other things. And life is okay. So if you can develop patience and tolerance, right, with the right strategies, yeah, you're going to save some money. And you're probably going to buy jerseys that you're going to laugh at later on, holy shit, this is less than streams. So the myth of price, right, is compromised by time and method and really what's available too. You know what I'm saying? So there's other things too. And some people have, I think there was one dude that was saying that he won't buy secondhand jerseys. Well, that's a whole sort of acceptability thing. I don't have an answer to that yet. But at least if you are okay with buying vintage stuff, like secondhand stuff, which, by the way, if you're collecting things for the long term, you're probably not going to buy mint, brand new with tags many times in your career. That's the reality, right? Because we deal with dead stock. Things that are made, no longer available. So, Rez, you actually collect things beyond jerseys. You have, toys and animes and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you don't always buy brand new when they're first released. Sometimes you have to go buy dead stock merchandise, right? When you go to conventions and stuff like that.
Right.
That's how we build our collection. So for those people that say, you know what, I don't want secondhand stuff, that's something that's a conversation we can have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't like how you slander swingman. How I present as a slander swingman? Okay. I think if you go back, don't lump what I say into my. I actually invite my hand and I actually ask you to go through it patiently. If you can find any of my writing that I actually attack swingman as a jersey item itself, oh shit, it's all cut up wrong, where it's flimsy and stuff like that. I want you to take a screenshot and show it to me. You probably won't, because I don't say stuff like that. I actually bring this up, Ed, is that, and I'm speaking to you, as far as a dialogue, right? I'm actually telling you what would happen. And if that's not good news to you, I can't help you with that, okay? But it does matter. Every time you spend money on swingman, Mitchell and Ness, Nike, they look at it oh, fuck authentics, man. That's why to this day, no one can get a Carmelo Anthony Lakers authentic. No one. Zero. Nothing. But you know what? You can find a lot of swingmans. It has nothing to do with price, right?
Yeah.
How can you explain that?
that's really no. That's you basically described the whole process of it. You assessed it from a macro level of distribution.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Because a lot of people they live in the now. They don't think about the whole grand scheme of things. I've said this before. If we want to see less swingmans, from Mitchell and Ness, I think what we got to do is you got to boycott buying swingmans. Just don't buy them. And Mitchell and Ness will start to see a decline in numbers, and they'll be like, okay, what are we doing wrong? From what's causing the consumer to not buy our jerseys? Oh, they're gonna think about it. They're gonna go in the drawing board in the room, and they're gonna be like, shit, People want quality. They want better stuff. They want the shit that the players wear on the court, on the field. Let's start pumping out more, authentics. And then they're going to see if that works. If that doesn't work, then they're going to go back to the drawing board. Oh, maybe they want to see more collab jerseys. Maybe we'll make these collab jerseys better quality than the Swingmans. Then they're going to start pumping more of that stuff out. You know what I mean? Like, it's all a collective effort from, we all play a role in this big wheel. And, people need to understand that, I think, at the end of the day.
Our actions have actually consequences. Like,
yes.
It's not like to each their own. I get it. That's just a free choice. But are you willing to say, you know what? I won't complain if the day comes that they reduce this amount of authentic. If you are okay with that future, then take your chance. Go for it. Then you are being accountable for that action. But if you want your cake and eat it too, it doesn't work out that way. That's life. I'm not making this shit up. I don't own Mitchell and Ness, and I don't force you to fucking buy those jerseys. You know what I'm saying? But can we live with our choices? Now that we know, if the truth or whatever that reality hurts, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, so Ed is saying that it's not going to happen. Talk about delay. Love that. Ed, do you ever heard that old story that, like our parents tell us is that you cook the frog, right? But you just slowly dial the temperature up just a little bit. That frog doesn't even understand that the water is being boiled, okay? And that actually, that story resonates to what we have. Bro, this was 2017. Just Dawn was released, okay? People was clowning that shit. There was zero designs and prints, right? They're like, how are you going to pay $300 for a fucking Just Dawn? But guess what? It's sold. That Just Dawn's success, just like what Rez said, they looked at the number, like, oh shit, collabs, man, they're making us money. Okay. Why don't we put a little bit more, why don't we grow the team a little bigger? Put 2 more designers on there, maybe 1 coordinator, let's get some more. And that's what we have our collabs today. You don't think the collabs today with that we saw with the collection that sold out, the J. Cole, that didn't come from past success. They tasted the water. Yeah. If it failed, like Just Dawn 2017, if it failed, if they lost money on it, you probably won't see Just Cole.
Right.
Right? Because who the fuck want to put in a bad investment? I know you don't.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I get it. It's hyper beast. And this is what Davey J was talking about. These are descriptions. We get that. Now what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? Like, we could just sit there and be like, it's going to come anyway, blah, blah. I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? But at least this year, you know what will make me super happy, like a small win? If more members really taste like the joy of, let's say, True Custom. The same amount of money, maybe you bought 2 Swingmans, you're going to move towards a True Custom jersey. By the way, Big John, I saw that ramen was from True Custom, right?
Oh, yeah.
True. How you like it, man? Yeah. Congrats, man.
So I want to talk about True Custom.
Dude, by all means.
Up until, for years, I wanted a Rodman Lakers, especially purple. I know Mitchell and Ness made the Swingman, the yellow one, and I could never find it in my size. It wasn't until, shout out to you, man. I saw you post about Swingman, about True Custom, you and Roberto. So I was like, you know what? I got to hit this guy up. And I got to say, one of the nicest people ever, man. I really enjoyed talking to him.
Yes.
What I loved about him, he made me feel part of the process, sizing and everything.
Yeah.
And, he even asked me what kind of cut I wanted. He asked me the champion cut or the 99 Nike cut.
Right.
And I got to say, he did a great job.
He did. I saw you wearing in that one live, bro. I was like, dude, that was one that he posted on IG. And I'm like, I'm so happy that you got it because knowing how big of a Rodman fan you are. But you see, exactly, that's the one, man. It's a beauty.
I love this jersey.
And he's able to get that cut the way you want to customize. It's like fucking getting a suit tailored. You know what I'm saying? So getting that experience just a little bit at a time, right? Really just gives you that sort of a new sort of found concept that you're not beholden to fucking Swingmans. There's options out there. And again, when there's options, we win. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Right. What? Two guys.
All-Star Reels? Dude, I could go down the list. You know what I'm saying? But we did this before, guys. I mean, we've been in NLT before. This is 2005, right? Neil was there. Remember, you were a Mighty fan. Your handle, that was yours, right? we talk about wish lists all the time, and back then it was hard, man. We're like, oh, I wish Mitchell and Ness can make this shit. Guess what, man? This year, all my wish lists been really fulfilled. I'll answer your question, Dad. I really want a 95 Sprewell. You know what I'm saying? The Western Conference, like the cactus and all that. That's gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? And then that's gonna accompany a Sean Kemp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna wait for Mitchell and Ness or look at their swim-in offer? Why would I? Okay, then you sound like, oh, what about the price? Bro, I'm going to tell you, okay, if you have the same amount of budget, just this amount, right, figure out a way you can distribute. I didn't buy any jerseys in February. You didn't see me post anything. I'm saving my money. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I have no qualms what to talk about. It's all right.
Hit up True Customs, Ed. Hit him up. He might be able to do it. Or hit up Rivalry. He might be able to do it as well. Both.
03 Kevin Garnett, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Chase that dream. Yeah. Dude, bro, have fun.
It's worth it, man.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I
feel like, sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Sam, I'm going to hop off here, but great talking to all of you. And thanks for doing this tonight, Rez.
Yeah, no problem, man. I felt like it was necessary to go out and just kind of speak tonight on this whole topic, man, because that's a pretty big deal, I think, for a lot of collectors out there, I know a lot of people just kind of disregard it, but it's big news. But I think I'm gonna cut the stream as well. I'm actually on my phone and my battery is at 20%, so I don't want to just have the live stream just cut off. But I want to thank everybody that hopped on tonight, man. Big John, Mighty, Albert, James. It's always a pleasure to hear you on here, man. I know I think that you're essential to this group because when you assess stuff, you break it down. It's one thing when you say something, it's another thing when you say something and here's why I say this. And that's what I love about your posts is that you break it down and you pretty much dissect whatever you're saying. And I never took what you're saying as like a personal attack, or anything like that. But I wanted to put my opinion out there and let people know that that's not okay. Like when you say something like that, because your actions, what you say have consequences, whether it be positive or negative. You know what I mean? So, again, I just want to thank you for sharing your input, all valid points. And Big John, thank you for hopping on and showing your, the Rodman True Customs jersey. So,
no problem, brother.
Definitely, if you guys want to post something.
One thing, Josh. First of all, thank you so much for hosting. You know what I'm saying? It is a good topic, and it couldn't come at a better time. But I think one thing that sort of unifies all of us that we care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We are jersey lovers, right? We don't talk about cars here. You know what I'm saying? We talk about jerseys. So I want to also strike that balance too. For anyone who says, you know what, taking it too hard and stuff like that, I get it. Hey, Josh, are you going to sleep pretty well tonight? I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep real well.
Big John, how about you, man? I'm gonna crash out. I got a long day from work today. I'm gonna crash out.
Yep.
I'm gonna play a little Halo. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna drink a beer. All of that stuff is fine. I'm gonna assure everybody, saying that the sky is falling, stuff like that, that's not gonna address any of the matters. You know what I'm saying? We care about this stuff, but we have balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the key thing is that, dude, sometimes I think when we're talking about these things, let's put the subject on the table. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the person. You know what I'm saying? I can disagree with Ed and Ed can disagree with me. But I really felt like just through communicating in this live right here, right? We got something going on. He's asking for True Custom. I'm so happy for you, bro. I'm speaking directly, man. I think you heard from Big John. He's going to take care of you, walk you through step by step, and let us know how he goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't work for him. You know what I'm saying? We can just vouch for him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get that good experience too as well. Anyway, man,
cool.
Appreciate everything, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Take care.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. So, I know there's two people here that are still tuning in on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys hopping on here. I don't know if these two members are part of the Kings Live, but I want to thank everybody that hopped on tonight. This is a little bit of a different live because typically when I do my lives, I just do it on one platform, but I decided to be a part of hosting the live on Kings of Throwbacks as well. For those of you who don't know, Kings of Throwbacks, that's Kings with a Z and Throwbacks with a Z. It's a group, on Facebook that was created by a fellow Jersey Head and regular on my live streams, Throwback King, definitely I would highly recommend going and joining the group. There's a great set of people on there that just talk shop. If you guys never heard of it, follow them, join the group. It's a private group, but as long as you search it, request to join, and I'm sure one of the admins or myself, I could probably let you in. But definitely tell them Rez sent you, because it's all love on there. Like I said, just be respectful towards one another, man. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live. I typically don't go live on Fridays, but I felt like with the news tonight, with Fanatics taking over Mitchell and Ness and Jay-Z and stuff like that, and then the new drop of these J. Cole jerseys, I definitely felt like I wanted to speak my piece a little bit, kind of get other people's thoughts and opinions on the topic, and just kind of break it down, man. And I think we did just that tonight, man. So anyways, guys, I do not plan on going live next week. I have some family things that I need to take care of, but hope to resume the regular back to a Wednesday schedule following after next week. So that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you, guys. Please leave a like on this live stream. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and share the live, man, because it's always great conversations, man, every night. So with that being said, have a good Friday. Enjoy your 3-day weekend if you have Monday off on President's Day. And your boy Rez will catch y'all on the next video. We out. Peace.